So, in the apocalypse, do we eat the retards first?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to another Thursday night paint and chill stream. To be honest, I have hardly painted anything all month, or I should say last month, other than the dice tower I built, which was just slapping on some paint and you barely, you know, consider that painting. How you doing,
Yeah.
TCG?
Eh, like I said, a little sick, but otherwise not too bad. If I was too sick, I wouldn't have showed up. So don't worry about that.
Okay. Anand, welcome to the show. Thanks for popping in early. One of these days, got to have you on the show. You're one of those fixtures in the community that's everywhere. So I always want to be able to put a face to a name, and it
You
helps
know,
me get remember who I'm talking to, and because of my former line of work, I'm able to discern things about people better that way. I guess I don't know. Justin should be here soon, unless he, like Crafton said, actually got ate by the pizza this time. And as to your question, um, Crafting, I'm not sure. We may need them for that supernatural strength to get stuff done. So 3 minutes.
3 minutos.
yeah, I don't
Hey,
know who actually came up with that, Justin or Mr. Max, but everyone would like to give them shit for it.
howdy, Dean. Long time no see. Where you been, man? One. I don't know what that means. Like 1 minute. You know what? You don't even need a camera. TCG rarely uses his camera. There's other folks out there that for various reasons, they're deformed or they've got three eyes or they're not human. They don't want to go on camera either. I don't have a problem with that. If you want to just come on and chat one of these days, you know where to find me in Discord. I think you're on my Discord. If not, what are you doing with your life, man? There's some great stuff there.
Let's see here. Oh, that's what I was doing.
So what have you been
Sorry.
painting lately?
Right at this particular moment, the basically the catch up to the last month's painting challenge. I didn't actually get to that truck because it's not done yet. I'm actually missing a couple pieces I didn't know I needed because I was building it. But I have something I actually started last year. No, not last year, earlier this year. It's literally 100% scratch built orc death tray.
Cool. Oh, I know,
It
Dean.
is,
I
well,
believe it or not,
no,
Dean, I'm getting. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I should correct myself. Not 100% scratch built, 100% 3D printed. I
Oh,
just
okay.
took 3D prints that didn't belong together.
That's kind of scratch built. I mean, when you use a bottle cap, you didn't make the bottle cap, but you slapped it on
True.
something, and next thing you know, you've got a turret or whatever. And Dean, I'm getting ready to not conclude, but add more to the God Wars series, and maybe one of these days I'll actually put it together in a playlist. Don't hold my nose to the fire on that one, but I may actually do that. I'm going to be doing a bunch of new things coming the first of the year, so that might have to wait till then. Just get all that stuff sort of, you know, spend like a month of fixing things. What's up? Speaking of things that need to be fixed, how you doing, bro?
Okay. I just had some emails I needed to,
Take care of.
stuff that should have been sent to me at 10 this morning. Someone's in the mood for getting a write up. Problem with that is I'd have to fill out paperwork. So,
We know how you are with paperwork. I got to fill out some paperwork this week as well with my my bank and my accountant and shit and get all my stuff ready for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased a box of miniatures today that, if you don't mind 28 millimeters, is definitely worth it. They're less than $1 a piece at basically just over $50 with tax for 6 miniatures.
What kind of miniatures?
They are technically they're supposed to be D&D, but they're custom creatures you don't find directly in the book, so they can be
Gotcha.
pretty much for any game. And the reason I know
Cool.
they're specifically for D&D is because it comes with its own little monster manual of these creatures.
That's kind of cool. As long as, they're not too game mechanic specific, I guess I'd say.
No, all of it is. I mean, the only thing I would say is is mechanic specific is maybe the bear shark and the deep gnome. Everything else you could find just about in any other game.
Wait, did you say air or bear?
Bear, shark,
Okay.
bear shark, shark bear, whatever the hell the thing's called.
Okay.
The bear with the 2 shark arms.
Okay.
As far as I know,
Yeah.
that is strictly D&D. And like I said, the deep gnome, and as far as I know, nothing else has deep gnomes. So, but everything
No,
else, it could be
D&D had
generic
deep,
to any game.
D&D actually had deep gnomes.
No, I'm saying I don't think anything but D&D has deep gnomes.
Gotcha.
As far as I know, no other game does. So,
Boom.
well, maybe Pathfinder.
Yeah.
But to those who are interested, I'll be putting a link in the Discord. But for those who are watching now, here is a link for Shadow to put in the chat.
Oh, you wait until I got a paintbrush in my hand. See how you are.
Shadow doesn't put anything in the chat.
He most
Sorry.
certainly does.
Now, I definitely wouldn't call these the best sculpts in the world. They are.
Oh, I got it.
They aren't quite as good as Reaper sculpts, but they aren't as bad as some of the other sculpts I've seen out there.
I guess that didn't go over to Facebook, but Justin did it before me. How the hell did you manage that?
Admin.
Oh, because I didn't hit the enter button. And the need help button is right over. Dear God, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, just open up the picture.
Yeah, but now I can't
If
make
this
the
mu-
need
if-
help thing go away.
If there's really any downsides to this, the 2 big ones are
Seriously,
the plastic is kind of hard to clean of mold lines, but most Reapers are anyway. So, and they're all you have 4 sets of 16.
Yeah,
So they're not all
gray,
individual miniatures.
gray, black, purple, and red.
For the people who don't want to paint their miniatures but still want to tell them apart.
Yeah.
how do I make this go away?
Click off of it somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Seriously, I can't make it go away.
Oh.
Oop, I almost hit the leave button.
Switch to one of the sound effects or something like that. You know what I mean?
I can't. It's covering all of that.
Oh,
Okay, I found it.
where was it?
What's this Amazon product? Some minis, Cal. And hey, Connell, how you doing, man? No.
That's the minis that I was talking about. For less than a piece, I'd say they're good.
You
Oh,
can
that's
open up the image on the sidebar. I have it in the that way actually.
This is so retarded. I can't
Shadow.
because what?
If you look over there where I'm pointing,
Uh-huh.
no, make yourself bigger. It's up there now for me. Yeah, right there. I can show the miniatures on screen. I have it on
Oh,
percent.
okay. No, it's
Yeah.
just that the need help button is now covering my ability to put stuff in the
Yeah.
chat. Okay, those aren't too bad. I mean, if you're on a budget, um,
Yeah.
scroll up. I want to see those big ones, the dragon and whatever else that is on the
There's a
right.
dragon reading a book.
Well,
There's a
the big
demon,
ones
and there's a
are
bear
actually
with.
very sorry. Yeah,
There's a
Okay.
dragon
shark
reading
arms.
a book, a demon, and a bear with shark arms.
Okay.
Literally, a
And
bear with shark arms.
there's a. Did anybody know what a half lion, half human's called? Because it's also got one of those.
It's called a Wemmick,
A
Oh,
women.
wait.
Oh, okay.
like a centaur with the man at the upper half.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a Wemmick.
except
Super
they did a
gladiated.
complete fail on that one. Though that particular creature is a African mythology. The chick they made her face look like is very European.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That damn white privilege again.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
okay
the
with
Wemmick
that.
comes from the Monster Manual 2 from AD&D. Nice Shrieker. Uranus is also
I like how the
TS.
tiefling gets thrown in with the monsters.
Well, of course. Giant Frog. Cool. You know what? I might have seen these last Christmas.
Fire dog with a hell pug.
Hellpug.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw these last Christmas. I was looking for some miniatures for one of Jackie's friends. Just, yeah, I've seen that exact. Okay. They're not bad, but I'm leery of the plastic that it's actually made out of. If it's going to be one of those like paint resistant plastics.
I'll let you know.
It shows you them being painted.
Oh yeah, he's referring to the fact that Reaper had plastics that resisted spray can primers very nicely.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had to use like Rust-Oleum specifically or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Hey, if it's good enough for the army, it's good enough for you.
Right. If it moves, kill it. If it don't move, paint it green.
Specifically, Rust-Oleum green, or khaki, or tan, because those are the official suppliers of the paint to the U.S. Armed Forces.
Oh no, I
So
got
you paint anything besides the inside of your innards with whatever it is you're drinking?
Water?
Okay. What's that system out, huh?
Nah.
I'm
Wouldn't do
drinking
any good.
paint stripper.
I had some chocolate covered raisins earlier. Does that count?
It's not really painting, but those are good.
Yeah.
Got to be careful though with raisins. They're incredibly fattening because it's still a grape. The only thing that's missing is the water, and you wouldn't eat like 40 grapes. Well, maybe you would, but you see what?
Just 40?
Oh dear, you don't know my family. If
Okay.
we're not regulated, we'll eat the entire thing of grapes for dinner. Just
Just
Okay.
40?
Yeah, Jackie and his friend Alex were like that with the strawberries, but I was okay with that because apparently strawberries only last a single day before they start getting squishy and gross.
Yeah, they last a little longer than that. A week. If you
Well,
refrigerate them.
Hey, that's no worse
maybe.
than bananas. Bananas, literally,
Uh,
an hour later, fine. An hour later, oh, an hour later,
Actually,
still
I
green.
can
An
I
hour
can
later,
teach
still
you.
green. An hour later, still green.
I can pass you on a
5
trick.
seconds later, black.
Crafting. If you like bananas and you buy bananas, you know where
Watch the banana report.
there you go. And uh, you take the bunch of bananas, right? You know where they all meet at the top,
Yeah.
and you wrap that in aluminum foil.
And it'll keep out the microwaves from the alien spaceship.
Right, but it also keep them fresh a little bit longer. Yeah, I didn't grab that set, Cal, because it was just just not above a certain point. Wow factor. It's a good deal if you're brand new to the hobby and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know all the things like you and I and crafting and Justin know about what makes a good miniature or a great miniature, the great companies out there like Reaper. um, if I've only got what is it, like $50, I'm gonna he controls the bananas, controls the universe. I'm gonna go if I only had $50 and I needed to like supply a game or something like that. I would probably go on eBay and look for things far more discounted than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought this because I want to turn around and sell them more than I actually want to keep them. Therefore,
Okay.
them being of super high quality is not as nearly important to me
Yeah.
because that means I can sell them for a cheaper price, in which case they'll move faster.
Well, how much do you think each, if you were to price out each miniature at the same price, regardless of the size, how would you break
I paid 53 for this, so it'd be 68 divided by 53.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
basically-
So if you sold each one painted at $3, you'd be making a couple of hundred easy.
Yeah.
100 something easy.
Yeah, but would you sell them
Exactly.
individually or as the set?
Well, I'd probably piece them out individually. You're more likely to move them.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Are in small bundles, right?
Okay.
Well, what I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing was since there's 4 sets of 16, selling 1 or maybe 2 sets of 16 and then selling off the rest as individuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could even keep a set for yourself if you really like some of the.
That is true.
Okay.
They aren't bad sculpts. I will say that. They aren't great, but they aren't bad either. One of them is okay because it doesn't have what it advertises on the box, but other than that, like the little bear keg actually has little grain lines built into it.
You could always add detail if you're
That
really
is true.
wanting to.
Get this. That tiny little barrel has grain detail. The fucking lioness, whatever, she does not have fur detail.
Yeah, well, they're probably not sculpted by the same person, right?
I was thinking the same thing.
I'd have to say though, the dragon I think is the main cost of the box because it is actually of a higher grade than the rest of the stuff in the box.
Yeah. It's probably they probably did that on purpose, thinking that people are going to scrutinize that particular miniature more than the rest on various levels. Sculpt, quality of plastic, pose, things like that.
That's the centerpiece, though, right? So
yeah, it is.
The rest of it is just like stuff you throw on the table.
Yeah. Yep. And given its alignment, it's probably meant to be something seen multiple times.
Gotcha.
What's it? Neutral?
I think it's lawful good, actually, if I remember correctly.
Lawful good.
Yeah, so those evil parties have something to kill.
Let's see here. It is good, excuse me.
Okay. So you gonna be painting anything tonight, Justin? Or you just chilling
I'm doing research.
for?
Story stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got about 5 pages done last night, but it took me from 8 to midnight to get it all done. And when the show's over, I'm gonna go back to writing.
Yeah, I gotta do this.
Try not to get too carried away with YouTube and stuff like that. But you know me, I gotta have something on when I'm writing. And
Yeah.
it's weird too because like the volume on my device it's always kind of max volume, whatever device it is I'm using. And if I start listening to music, somehow it's louder and it keeps Jackie awake, or at least that's what I hear, through the grapevine. I'm like,
Yeah, it's the not the volume, but the frequency. You know the difference.
yeah, and so I, when I'm most inclined to want to listen to music, to like help get me to sleep, uh, it's like even if
You
it's really low, everybody can hear it, and my taste in music is so awesome that everybody starts rocking out.
you ever want a rabbit hole to go down? Look up the loudness wars. The loudness wars.
Really, never heard of
Yeah, uh, it's like a streaming music platform thing of like how creators would keep amping up the volume of their uploads, and then
it. Okay.
eventually the platforms had to crack down on it and force volume limitations.
Huh?
Right. But that's like you would have noticed it in commercials, how you used to watch TV shows.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I
Yeah,
do remember that. We were
yeah.
talking about it a while ago. How we'd be watching something on TV, and then a commercial would come on, and it would be like 10
Four
times.
times louder. Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? Because they know you're leaving the room.
Well, it wasn't that. It was literally part of that loudness wars thing, where
Okay.
like to get your attention, and channels would start doing it too. Eventually there had to be regulations as well, but like I think Spotify eventually would stop receiving, like, accepting uploads if it was above a certain decibel.
Okay.
Uh, that way you wouldn't be like listening to a song and the next one would, like, you'd have your headphones on, then you'd lose your hearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Because they pumped up their volume versus everybody else.
yeah, so you have it on like full blast because the song's at a normal volume and you're rocking out. Then the next one on the playlist is like 80 times louder because some asshole wanted to stand out.
Okay. That's kind of jacked up,
Yeah, well,
but I do come from the generation that coined the phrase, "If it's too loud, you're too old."
yeah, well, that was also back when you didn't have as good audio equipment as we do now. You know?
I could see that. I just watched a video today, um, how like VHS cassettes are making a comeback.
Yeah, they're making a comeback. I think I sent you that video. There's a
I doubt it
woman.
was Razor Fist, so I doubt
Oh,
that.
okay, no. He probably watched the video I
It
watched.
wasn't even him. He does a, a, a live stream with other people, and they brought it up,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
okay.
why? I mean, it was
Well,
cool at the time because that's all there was.
I told you like a month ago. Um, if you have a band and you put your music out there on a platform, and you want to get money for it, you have to get like a 250,000 listens for like any kind of money. You want to get 10, $20, but you got like 100 fans, and they all send you $15 for a cassette tape. Well, you're getting paid,
Hmm.
right? Even if they are only listening to it on Spotify or YouTube, them buying that cassette tape as like appreciation for the band. It's like buying the T-shirt, right?
Yep.
But you know, cassette tapes you can actually put in somewhere.
Right, but
It's in that
music
same line
is
of.
a little bit different than
And
The
also,
VC
cassette tapes have a much higher fidelity now than they did when we
right. No, I'm
stopped
talking
using
like
them.
VCRs though. Um, you can't get the same quality. Uh, you know what I mean? It degrades very fast.
The DVDs
Old
don't.
cassette tapes.
VHS.
Yeah, VHS. Like even the high quality VHS tapes they make now. I don't know why you'd buy one because we don't have the same economy thing with music, but we might soon, or they go over to DVD. DVD degrades as well, by the way.
Yeah, but it takes like I'm not going to say a specific number of views, but a minimum number of views. Whereas with a VCR, you can easily jack up that tape by rewinding it and whatnot and stretching it. And,
Chewing it, yeah.
whereas a DVD, if
Yeah,
you don't
but
play it for
but
like a year,
still,
it's still pristine.
the no, that there was actually a run of DVDs produced by one company that was think Paramount or something.
Yeah,
It came out of this one pressing plant, and it didn't matter after a certain amount of time, even just sitting on the shelf. Those things were non-playable, like
really.
still in shrink wrap and crap.
Oh, that's.
It's just because they pressed them wrong, right?
Oh,
They
okay,
didn't do they didn't do the proper moisture check in the plastic or whatever,
right.
because plastic also absorbs moisture.
Yeah, it's just not as much as other things, but still does.
Yeah.
Well, plastic in and of itself is actually hydroscopic. So
Mm. Um, that's why you'll know if you put plastic that's been soaking in water, even if it's dry, into melt, it will pop rather than baking it first. Uh, certain types of plastic, mind you, not all
yeah.
have the same absorption rate. Um,
Well, some plastics are actually truly hydrophobic too, but those are
yeah,
usually very specific.
yeah. Well, plastic is a name for a wide variety of chemical products.
Yep.
Some have no actual relationship to the other, besides the way they're used. The general property.
When it's plant
Uh,
based, can it really be plastic?
there are a lot of plant-based products, plastic products, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
It was a
remember back in.
philosophical joke.
oh, yeah, because you use 3D printing, and
Yeah,
like those
and
are all
PLA.
corn-based. Yeah,
Not
PLA.
all, but most of them.
Well, yeah, most. Some are nylon.
See you later, man.
Gotta take off. Yeah. See you later on, Don.
Take care, man. Remember what I
Go and
said.
Don someone
You
for
want to
me,
come
okay, man?
on whenever you want to come on, man. You just let me know. Just hit me up in Discord, or if you're on my Discord, you can just grab the link. To be honest, when I think about it.
Yeah. If you're on Shadow's Discord and you want to join us, the top chat in the thing at the most recent comment, as far as I know, is the link to
Yeah, yeah,
the
the top channel.
yeah. It's I believe called channel links or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Me, I prefer to create a group chat on Discord and invite people into that, so not random people can join. But Shadow's a little more trusting. Not as
Well,
much trusting as he used to be when he
yeah,
produced gay porn.
live and learn. Well, I mean, I know everybody on my Discord.
Yeah. Now you have slight amounts of vetting for the gay porn you produce.
It's just slight.
He also has a casting call. Oh, that joke is never going to get old. For me.
Yeah, for you.
For the rest of you, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to Raven. She said she was going to join us, but uh,
She can't. She's not a dude. You don't film non-dudes.
didn't mean that.
Well, if it's going to be that kind of production, I'm gone.
Same here. I
Yeah.
got a door over there. I can go through.
So, how's your story coming along?
What one?
The one that's due this week.
It's done. It's
Oh,
been
you
done
bastard!
since last week.
It's
Well,
coming
good for you.
closer.
Yeah, I think I've got um, 1.5 chapters to go, and take care, Dean.
Party on Dean.
So, yeah.
Appreciate it, Dean. Uh, I'm at the point where everything's like they're gonna kind of figure out everything, and then the last chapter is the big showdown. Maybe there'll be an epilogue, but I'm
Yeah.
already kind of less enthused than I was when I started. Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Mac?
Mac. Didn't Mac show up a while ago?
Yeah. Well, I was painting and looking down, not looking at the thing because I told myself I was going to do some actual painting. And
Yeah.
so technically, I have done some actual painting. I'll put this over here to dry for a bit. I talked to Armstrong, and he is almost done with his craft challenge for last month. And
Ooh, that's a big
I'm
Rosinante.
kind of looking forward to putting this year behind us. You know,
Mm.
it wasn't an awful year, and a lot of things about it were really good. But maybe it's just the new shiny thing, But I know there's going to be a lot of things next year, for me at least, that some doors that are going to open up. I may be, it's something that's starting to really appeal to me as something to do, but get into the AI art to the point I might actually get an actual real computer to start rendering things like that.
You're gonna need power, bro. You're gonna need power, and
Yeah,
that's like a couple of $1,000 easy.
yeah.
Like you can't just buy an off the shelf.
Nope. I know.
No. Okay.
Uh,
It's in the graphics card. Do a lot of research before you
yeah.
start buying shit.
This would be a next year kind of thing, but if everything goes
Yeah.
well, uh, don't leave me. No, we're not gonna leave you, Cal. I was actually gonna say, if you're free on Sundays, uh, maybe you'd like to join us, play some, good old fashioned D&D, even though it's
Watch me fall asleep halfway through the session.
yeah, because I was going to kick this smoke. I'm using a lot of Arduin lately. I mean, I have since the beginning. They just don't realize it. But I love the old Arduin stuff, and it was so uh, close to White Box / AD&D, because AD&D and White Box are kind of the same thing. AD&D is just, you know, technically AD&D is second edition. Second edition is third, but whatever. And uh, you know, I meant these clowns. Okay, these other clowns. You know what, Cal? Um, I've been doing this show every Thursday for going on like 2 years now, I think. And I like it. It's perfect time. Jackie's in the next room over there, humming and singing while he's doing his homework.
Mhm.
Doing his homework, he should be on the show. That's way more important.
I totally actually said, hey, why don't you come on the show tonight? We'll talk politics. And can you believe it? He's like kind of uh, uh, kind of over politics now. He's more into, he said, history and ancient history, politics of ancient times and
Mhm.
philosophies and things like that. And I'm like, what have you done with my son? Yeah, Arduin is just like additions. Mostly it's monsters and treasure and spells and a couple of character professions, but otherwise it's kind of the same. Although it eventually finds its own way later on. It starts 5 p.m. No, yeah, is it 5 p.m.? Yeah, 5 p.m.
Your time. It's 8.
He's in
Uh,
California.
okay.
Yeah, he's also in the West Coast Grognard's game with OG and
Okay.
and Grandma and Mike and Jen. So it's just a bunch of California weirdos uh, playing some D&D.
Mhm.
Well, it's not really D&D. OG's game is, I think, uh, what is it? A little bit Crimson Dragon Slayer and a little bit something else.
Mm. Uh,
Well, you know what? If you ever have the time, you can always pop in and just listen. If you're in my Discord, you can just, if you see the the the
right save.
speaker, you see the live chat button, active. You just come in and listen and see, if you like it. Omen's in the group. Off Grid Gamers in the group.
Just
Justin, of course, is in the group. Raven's in the
when I'm
group
awake.
sometimes. Our friend Armstrong from Poland/Ireland's in the game. Our friend Grim to See is in the game, who's had a really rough week. Yeah, Crimson Dragon, weird sci-fi. If you like Gonzo, Cal, you'll like what I run. It's actually less Gonzo than OG's game, because his game is just crazy. But it's literally one of the most enjoyable games. I think we've got 6, so it's kind of a big group, but someone's always not there. As long as it's not me. Which someone commented. Uh,
I think the game would go much smoother if you weren't there.
yeah, yeah, I could see that. So 6 players, yeah. And
Uh,
someone actually commented me on how diligent I am at being there. I think I don't think I've missed but one game this year.
there have been a few times where not enough people have shown up,
Yeah, yeah, but I'm
but
always there because it's Sunday. Jackie's getting ready for school, or talking to his friends or whatever. Um, and
you should be doing something decent like going to Taco Bell.
yeah, it's usually a little bit less. Cal, we usually actually end at about 8:30 because Armstrong and he's in Ireland. Justin and Grim. Actually, Grim usually can stay the longest, but he's in Virginia. And Off Grid is also near Justin. They're on the East Coast, and so they're 3 hours ahead of us. Uh,
Yeah, it's usually pushing 11 when we end, or
yeah.
12,
Hmm.
and I'm usually up at 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
like I get some sleep,
Yeah. 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 And
even
uh,
if it's just me lying there with my eyes closed because like insomnia. I need that because
mhm, yeah.
not,
And
not not doing that can lead to long
eh,
term
you,
schizo behavior.
are you sure it hasn't already set in? You're not sure.
Man, I've told you I've been up for 4 days straight once, and that was without drugs.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, what's up,
Oh, long time
gentlemen?
no see, bro.
Yeah.
How you been?
Uh, crazy.
Yeah, it
Car
has been kind of.
problems, work problems, living problems, just
Hair problems.
Well, I bet that was some time back. We're past the hair problem.
And,
Although I
and
do have to shave.
Trying to look on the bright
just
side, bro.
real quick, Justin Armstrong has got like 2 weeks of vacation, so he said he's kind of in the mood to play a little bit longer. So if you have to, bow
Fuck
out,
that.
Sunday, I am
He
going
can
to
get
try
more
to.
sleep. He can get more sleep.
Well, he's really enjoying the game. So
Yeah, so am I. But
I may even try to squeeze it an hour earlier. But
uh,
we'll see how that goes. What kind of characters do we need? We don't have a druid. We don't have a monk. We don't have an assassin, but it is kind of a good party, except Justin and Armstrong, who are
hey,
borderline.
I'm a very good character. I just have an elder god bound in a coat rack. That's the story I'm sticking with.
Right. Let's not talk
I'm
about.
not. I'm not saying I'm not his fucking warden. Not saying I'm his minion. I'm saying I sometimes give him some stuff.
We've got a lot of magic users and fighters. We've even got um,
I
a,
am a
cou-
fighter.
a couple of thieves, kinda. Raven's one of the thieves. Omen's one of the thieves. But they're the two people who actually miss playing the most. Would that be a safe assumption?
Yeah.
And I don't I don't fault them for that. Omen travels a lot. Raven
Or this is
is
schizo.
Raven. So, but uh, and I don't mind mixed multi-class elves and dwarves and that sort of thing. They could actually use another cleric because Mac, who was just here, was in the game, but he had to step out for a while. He's of course always welcome back. There is no ranger. There was, which was Brian from Weird World War II, but he also had to step out because of the real world stuff. But I still run their characters as NPCs from time to time, just because they were so good at it that it was easy to play their characters. Wouldn't you say? Especially with Brian's
Yeah.
characters, there was some stereotypical attributes about them that just stuck with all of us, so we all remember them quite well
Who were
and
they
miss them
again?
every Sunday night.
I don't remember these people at all, bro.
You don't remember Brian Sea Elves?
I don't remember Brian. Who's that?
Oh, AD&D, and the characters are about sixth or seventh level. And while I won't bring you in at first, I'm not going to bring you in at seventh. You'll have to, but it's AD&D, so like after a couple of games, you kind of catch up, which is weird how that works. But I like off
Cheating.
grid.
That's how it works.
With off grid, he brought in. Uh, he's got a second level character that's going to be joining the party, even though the rest are 6 and 7. But they're also in the craziest, most hardcore dungeon of all time, that being Caliban. So, Doc, how you been, man?
Uh,
Anything like new you want to tell us about? Is it just
uh, I'm probably about a month away from the new game coming out.
Cool.
okay? I expect the free PDF so I can review it. Um,
Absolutely. It's going to initially come out as PDF. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I want to get a print-on-demand version of it set up, but I'm probably going to have to learn some software, and I'm just
okay.
haven't got
Uh,
time for that. I mean, it's in Word, which I've heard you can do it with. You can do it directly from Word. Although I've gotten old, I'm just using 2007
watch a
Word.
couple of tutorials for that Readsy thing,
Oh,
and
yeah, you
yeah,
sent me that
you can
thing.
do that in there, and it will auto format it for ebook, uh, paperback, hardcover, and PDF, which goes to all the print on demand formats.
Does it
Yeah.
does it
Uh,
Anyways,
basically directly copy? Because the way I have it set up, I mean, there's the
okay. Don't tell me anything about the
it
game
should as a
um,
docx.
before I say what I'm going to say. Do you know the guys over at Red Room?
I've seen their videos. I've never interacted with them though.
Okay, because they're having a thing called Game Jam where they're taking game submissions and the best
Oh,
game.
cool.
And you've got until December 15th. And don't tell me what it's called or what it's about or anything because I'm one of the judges. But if you submit it to them, they may be able to point you in some right directions. And the three of us who will judge the game, maybe it'll win, maybe it won't, but either way, they might be able to help you out because
Cool. This is called Game Jam from Red Room.
yeah, Red Room,
You
yeah,
just
just
you go to
just
their
tell
site.
Miguel, I said, hey, there's a guy with a game, maybe you know at the very least you'll get some critiques on it from the three of us. And the three judges aren't Miguel or Sylvia. It's me and uh, Abraham from Talking About Games and another gentleman I just met recently, but I can't remember his name. But we're the judges, which is kind of crazy because, uh, you know, uh, we all have different backgrounds and takes on it.
They
Oh,
should have
yeah.
got me to be a judge. I would have just said, "This sucks. This also
Oh, hey,
sucks.
thanks,
This
Cal.
sucks."
Uh, Justin, Red Room's got a sale right now, 40%, 47% off. Um,
Yeah,
did you see it?
yeah, I saw it, but I didn't look into it further.
Okay. Well,
And
for
I
men.
should.
there's the information is on their site, the Red Room site, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Is this something that needs to be out like on drive through or someplace first, or is they looking
no,
to
no,
come
no,
up
no,
with
no,
something
no, no,
first?
no. As a matter of fact, they kind of want it to be not
They're
out.
they're
Okay, so
banned on
okay.
drive-through, so they won't do business with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, good for them.
And like I say, put it on Amazon because it's a much larger market. You're not in the echo chamber of an RPG room. You're in a global market that 80% of all books on the planet are sold through Amazon.
Yeah,
So you're more likely to sell on Amazon than
yeah.
anywhere else.
But just say you heard about the game jam from me, and you didn't tell me anything about it because um, I specifically told them I don't want to know who because I know like a lot of the people that are probably going to make a game submission, and I don't want that to influence me at all. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to know who wrote it, uh, and let me judge it on its own merits, and you know, be as fair about it as possible.
Very cool. I'll
Because
Yeah.
definitely do that.
if you see, I think one of the reasons they picked me is because um, I went, all of the games that I've reviewed, I go through them, and I tell them mostly the stuff I don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't see people do that. Uh, they usually say, "Oh, this is a great game. Go buy it." Blah blah blah. On to the next thing. And I'll spend like a month going through the game and making notes and all the stuff. Typos and things like that, misspellings and things like that to what I don't like about it.
Hey,
Uh,
the only game I like is Bork, and that is because the stuff that doesn't belong in the game is pictures. Everything else is it's streamlined, bro.
uh I have you read any of um, Total Party Skills stuff, Justin?
How many pages is it?
Uh, Hundreds.
No, I'm not touching it. Burn it. Burn it with fire
Well,
or white phosphorus. Burn it with white phosphorus.
okay,
That seems excessive.
because I think you'd like it.
Never.
The reason
Never is white phosphorus far enough. Too far.
the
It's
basic
just far
RPG.
enough.
The reason it's so big is because it's trying to,
It's got too many things going on.
well, no, it's trying to be whatever game you want.
Yeah,
Like
like I said,
GURPS.
too much stuff going on.
Kind of like GURPS and the wretched system, where if you want to run X
Too
game,
much stuff going on.
So you like them where they're more genre specific and condensed down to that one genre?
And cheaper.
It is, well, yeah. I mean, if you want to spend only $10, yeah. Um,
I'm
mind you,
willing to go up as high as 25.
okay.
And then I want to sell another book because I'm a capitalist.
You're
Not a crony
talking.
capitalist, capitalist.
You're talking about our game. I got you.
All
Speaking,
games. This should
speaking
be a
of which,
law.
on drive-through, I was talking to Bear on stream the other day. He looked up the other game, the one I previously published. He's like, "Oh, you're on the Electrum level sellers." I was like, "Oh, maybe they owe me some money," and I realized I put it on pay what you want, so I've gotten hundreds of them, but nobody paid anything. But that's fine. The game is out there.
Right.
Raise the
You know,
price.
What's up?
Raise the price
Well,
to
not.
$1.50.
I could probably do that. I'm happy that. I mean, I'm not expecting to make any money off it. I'm happy that it's
well, here's the
out there.
question though. Do you have
It'd
any
be nice if
reviews?
some of them left some ratings and reviews.
No, that's what I was going to ask. Did
Mhm.
people leave any actual reviews, and were they okay?
I've got 9 ratings, all 5 stars, and like 5 actual written reviews, which were all glowing, but they're
Okay.
all pretty old. So none of the free people did it, the bastards.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Well, you know what they should have is like a kind of like a referral system where if say you get it for free, but then you tell people about it to keep track of how many people they referred and how many of those people actually picked it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you can
that'd be
kind of
really
get an
good.
idea of is it 9 different groups? Oh no, I got 9 people who picked it up, but they're all in the same group. And
Hmm.
then if that's the case, then you reach out to them and say, hey, uh, how you enjoying my game? Tell me about the games you've run, that sort of thing, and maybe network with them and see if
Yeah,
they've
that'd be
already
cool. Or even
started
like a
butchering it.
reminder system
Yeah,
when they like go back on, like, oh, you bought this. Did you want to
and you
say
know
something
what?
about
If you didn't put everything into one basket, like you probably did do, like all you other goddamn filthy RPG freaks,
it?
you could have sold them supplements. And if Alex Jones ever told me anything, the way you make your money is selling supplements.
So hey, TCG, you still with us?
Yes, I'm just mixing paint, and my paint mixer is loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and unlike you, he has the decency to mute his mic.
Gotcha. So
Not
hey,
not
TCG,
pretend. I put a towel under it. There's foam there.
no, it's literally a piece of white styrofoam under it with
Yeah. Still mute your
indentation.
mic, you goddamn bastard.
Yeah, it is awful close to my mic.
Doesn't matter how close. It's in the same planet. You mute your goddamn mic.
Just for you.
Yeah, you see? Now I'm all deaf and shit.
It is a little loud.
TCG, how's it going with your game? What kind of progress you're making?
Well, I don't think it'd be ready for the contest on December 15th. Maybe,
Okay.
but I still have stuff I desperately need to
Well,
add.
still, how is it progressing?
Actually, fairly well overall. I just realized there's things I want to add that I haven't.
Mm.
I think
Sorry,
Justin put it best. Supplements.
Supplements. Get your core
well,
mechanics down in your basic lore, and the rest can be piecemealed out later.
yeah. I'm already at that point.
Then polish your freaking turd. You're at the turd polishing phase.
Which is what I'm working on with optional rules.
Those belong in supplements. That's why you sell them, so people can get the options. And some pretty art, I guess. I don't know. You got to stretch out that 3.5 paragraphs to like 18 pages and a map.
And the map is of what you just read.
And I want to contact Miguel.
Yeah, just tell Miguel from the, we'll just go. I don't know.
Tell him you think Sylvia is sexy and you're going to come down there and take her from him. That way you don't get into the competition.
Okay,
just go to one of their videos, and you can either go to the more section, and find their website.
Pretend to be a woman and tell him you think you had his child 15 years ago.
Yeah, that'll go over real well. Yeah.
He wrote Wretched, bro. This kind of joke would probably be up his alley.
He might get a kick out of it, but I'm guessing Sylvia, not so much.
Shit disturbing is fun.
I'm not denying that, but just no. But yeah, just go to their one of their videos. There'll be a link, I think, to their website, and you could just hit them up there, or through the chat and a video, or through the Game Jam video if you can find it, and
cool.
say, hey, I want in.
How do I enter, good sir?
Yeah.
Please complete ticket.
Yeah, because I'm sure they've had some submissions, but they haven't sent me any yet. And I'm like, hey, hurry up and send me something. I want to, do other things besides just review games.
Usually game jams, you're supposed to start on a certain date and be done by another.
Spaghetti.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's all new to me, but I think it's a cool idea to, help aspiring gamers out there, considering there aren't too many people who've put out as many games as they have. That just blows my mind.
Well, I don't know. I think they've gotten like
What's
some
up, Nerdy?
fucking AI written in their program.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean,
I think they just hit a button and a game pops out. Because
I suppose it's possible, but it a lot of it does feel like it's got a very personal touch to it with specific genres that you can
it's
tell.
all lies. The machine lies well, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see getting totally duped by it. But
it's
in
beep
my head
beep
canon,
boop emotion.
in my head canon, they write their own stuff and they do their own thing, and some of it, hey, what's up, Off Good? We were just talking about you.
Yeah,
Nothing good, of course.
yeah.
Um,
in my head canon, they're all hooked up to the Matrix.
it could be.
But it's like ghetto, so it's made out of cardboard tubes and duct tape. And a Pentium 5 or whatever. I don't know. Just hot glued to the side. Like the reject Big Blue.
My connection's being funny, so if I vanish, then
I guess I'm like.
that's why.
Mm-hmm. No, the bald spot. No.
Motion sickness.
Oh.
Oh no, a ghost.
A ghost?
Every time I do that, people say it reminds them of the like ghost hunter videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Did you ever watch that Red Leather Media video I sent you, where they went to that house and made
Yeah.
their own ghost hunter video?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's a face right here. Look, Raven, if you're watching, can you see it?
Yeah, I don't
There's
know
a
where the hell
face
she
right
is.
there. There's a
I
face right
literally
there.
talked to her like
Look,
an hour and a half
look,
ago,
look. Ooh, things are
and she said she's gonna try
moving.
and show up. I mean, we're not,
With Justin to the tugger.
Oh, oh, I can't take it down.
Okay, so that is the right one.
I have a railroad spike up there. But if I unhook it, it will cause
Oh, I love
the
that.
cloak
Could,
to fall.
could you imagine
I
if
came
a
out here
facehugger
and
actually got
first
just?
thing-
Sorry.
A face hugger? No, a railroad spike.
No, I made a joke.
Face-
You would see face yes, this camera going as like a face hugger. My first
Oh,
thought after that, face hugger actually got just. That'd be the entire.
oh, we heard
Just
all of that.
record YouTube.
Yeah, your internet is really bad right now, bro.
Yeah, it's very tinny, I guess.
And
I,
we're
I,
also losing every other word or half
Yeah.
of every word.
I walked out here, to have a cigarette. First thing, I get hit with the smell of firewood burning. Somebody's got their chimney going already. Freaking love that. I love the smell of things burning.
So I got what's that? The rope you get at the natural fiber rope. I can't remember the name of it. Not hemp.
Uh, Nerdy, that I believe, despite the paradoxical nature, that would definitely be kidnapping.
What?
Whoa, that was weird.
What?
My screen did this weird like like all the edges of it kind of like condensed, and like it was like punched, like someone punched my screen and it warped. I've literally never seen that happen, and I'm assuming it's because I was talking to a fellow time traveler, and I don't know how you do it. I do it the old-fashioned way. I just live forever, so I'm traveling through time.
Yeah. I like time cop. You either go back in time or end up as a spot on the wall. Hey, it's three chicken tendies guy, or is it four? I can't remember. Where the hell's your avatar picture?
Yes, that is one way of putting it. Off grid. Your 8-year-old self never left. Yeah, I think that's the same for all of us. Somewhere between 8 and 12, we got. Hey, Omen, what are you doing? Come on in here, man. Yeah, the demon's in the machine. You know what's funny? Back before computers were like a big thing, I was full on. Computers are evil. I was that guy.
Why?
I was that,
Why?
and now I'm like literally at all times surrounded by 3 to 5 different Wi-Fi hooked up devices.
You have been corrupted. You must be purged and purified.
Why were
Steve,
you a
you're in
Luddite?
charge of purging and purifying.
Because I didn't know. I
White
didn't know,
phosphorus. White phosphorus.
I didn't know anything about them, and a lot of my friends, no worries, Omen, were very, very much into them, and I did notice, a little bit of obsessive behavior with a couple of them, and then I played Might
Yeah.
and Magic on the PC, and it was all over, man.
Yeah.
Or was it Exodus?
I'm just saying that when I take over the world, all punishments will be dealt with white phosphorus. So you better not fucking jaywalk, you motherfuckers.
Ask your inquisitor if white phosphorus is right for you.
That will be the official title of the new police force, the Inquisitorial Brigade. They will ask you questions, and you will answer with the screams of pains of being subjected to white phosphorus.
I'm not sure in good conscience I can vote for Justin as world dictator.
Who fucking said anything about
Voting?
democracy, bro?
Yeah.
These are the votes you get. Either you choose me or you choose white phosphorus.
Hey, Oscar, the invite's open to you too, bro. You want to pop in? Feel free, man.
The election is between exactly two parties. There is no murder park or pedo nature or write-in.
You want to come out here, puppy?
There is
You know how to open the door.
me or the white phosphorus
There you
party.
go. Good
I
boy.
am also in control of white phosphorus. So
Everybody ignoring you? Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. You know how to get into Jackie's room.
and the booth is very
Give him a buzz,
simple.
mama.
You walk into the
Always comes.
booth
But I'm your favorite.
and you
bro.
either hit the button for
Oh,
me
yeah, bro.
or you hit the button for the shoot to the white phosphorus pit.
What's up, buddy? You got ready for a haircut?
Somehow we have a white phosphorus pit. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, you don't like the sound of
it
that.
does
well,
in the
do you?
future.
Owen, he is the island. We can't vote him off because then he'll just sink and we'll be all out there treading water. I'm
Yeah.
not that great a
It's
swimmer.
called Supreme Emperor of all existence. That is the job title.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a little competition.
Yeah, and they end up in the white phosphorus, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I have a strict helicopters aren't cool enough. You screaming while running in flames, so much cooler.
No worries, off grid. I hope you're ready for Sunday because, like we were talking about earlier, I might start early.
Sunday.
Nice, Justin. That was cool. Everybody seems to be having a good time, and
I don't know. I like to try and get a nap before 8:00. Otherwise, I fall asleep by 10.
yeah. And if everything goes the way I expect it to, we're going to play a little bit later, and I'm okay with that.
As long
Especially,
as you understand, I'm falling asleep by 10.
at least when you do, we can see you sleeping. I'll never forget the time I was with Bruce on a stream, and he literally just in the middle of a stream, he ducked out for a minute, and he laid down under his desk, and we could hear him snoring. We've got such a fun group of people that we all hang out with.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
You're all fucking weirdos. That's why you're all getting the white phosphorus.
What would you call a non-setting specific RPG? Would you call it an open setting? Or
I usually call it. I would go with like universal.
Oh, okay.
Try to stay away from the GURPS
Universal
kind of
system.
language.
Well, that's
But-
very GURPSy.
Right. Bruce had that happen more than once. I miss him. I haven't been able to hang out with him as much as I'd like, just because his schedule is so so full, I guess. But yeah, oh, that sucks. Off grid. As you guys know, I'm supposed to quit smoking by January 20th, I think it is. So when I come out here, it's going to be like really hard to, because that's why I come out here. to have a cigarette and to move. Most people I notice like they can just sit for 3 hours, not a problem. I can't do that. That's like literally.
You need a comfortable chair, bro.
No, it's
This
not
one
that.
cost me $20 on Kijiji.
No, I'm actually. Uh,
It
that's
looks like
cool,
it
off
came
grid.
from the 80s.
No, I'm actually thinking about actually finding a way to stand. You know. Okay, that was the okay. Someone did pop in, but I heard the noise before they. Uh, Crafting is back. Welcome back, buddy.
Crafting.
Well,
Because they say sitting is the new smoking, blah blah blah. So I figure,
Sitting is the new smoking. What the hell does that
you
mean?
know how bad it is for you. Sitting.
People sit
Sitting?
for like too long these days, right?
Yeah, and
Um, yeah, you can get a standing desk. You can get a pretty good one that's adjustable, so you can have like the desk chair.
yeah, we've actually got one, I think, in the other room, but it's being used. But
They keep advertising those ones on YouTube. I just saw
I,
one
I
on a
can't imagine
chemical.
wanting a standing desk. I do enough standing at work.
yeah, well,
Yeah, I do enough sitting at work.
I need a coma desk, is what I need. Desk I can
Ooh.
operate while in a coma.
What is it that you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I murder chickens.
Oh
I
yeah,
slay
yeah,
them
yeah,
and
yeah.
render their parts to the public.
thank
Oh
you,
yeah.
thank you for your service.
Do do
They are
do,
delicious.
do you work for a decent chicken plant that doesn't have the poop giving you lung cancer?
We are. No one has ever gotten salmonella there, so I can only assume it is because they are pumping some chemical in there that's probably going to kill us all of cancer in 10 years.
No, there was a big problem with a chicken plant, and Trump commuted the guy's sentence in 2016, 2017, where he wasn't doing the proper ventilation, and the dry chicken poop was causing the workers to get um uh, like lung infections, like
Oh, I can
the
definitely see that happening. I work inside though, in the yeah,
yeah.
I don't handle the live birds at all.
Yeah, I don't know that would help me off grid because when I'm painting, I've got to be down like this, and so the back support is just non-existent. What I think I need is like a reverse chair, you know what I mean, so I can lean against it and like almost paint, like almost laying down on my stomach
well, what I normally
versus
do, if you can hear me, is I'll lean back in my chair, so it's like I'll lean all the way back, and then I'll lean forward with the miniature in the hand. So I'm still getting back support. It's not the
Yeah,
best,
you
but
can get. They've got those orthopedic lean forward things where it's like a metal frame, and you put your knees on either side of it, and you actually sit on your knees or your shins.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was thinking about that too, but I haven't seen one of those in forever.
You gotta like look them up and order them on Amazon.
Yeah,
They're not expensive. If you look around, they're not expensive. If you go to like a store and buy one, they'll gouge you. And that thing that guy I sent you the video for, Rick Partlow,
yeah.
he was looking for a new chair, and I told him to buy the office chair, and he went out and got the gamer chair and was complaining that it was like $4,000, and I was like, no man, you're supposed to buy the $500 one or less from Amazon, the 16-hour chair, uh you know, the standard desk, the office chair, because they're designed to keep you comfortable at your desk for the entire day.
Hey Shadow, I just sent the in the
Yeah,
private.
I was reading that. I was like, wait a minute. You're right here, Doc.
Yeah, no, I just sent it. Do you think this is good?
Uh,
I'm very bad at these kind of letters. My horrible autism.
That's what ChatGPT is for.
yeah. That's perfect, dude. That is perfect.
Yeah. I
Um,
refuse to use Chat GPT. I will not go there.
Weak.
Yeah, that's perfect, dude.
Man, you tell it what you want, and it writes out the letter, and then you go through it and go, "This is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. Fix
Oh,
it." And it
dude,
does.
dude,
What?
you put the name of it in there. Now I know what it is.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't think
Did
of
you
that.
already send it?
I just did actually.
Ah, crap.
Well, forget it.
Uh,
White phosphorus, your mind.
I'm
yeah.
trying to.
So
It just
so so here's what you do. You haven't published it yet, right?
No.
So send them another message. Said I accidentally told Shadow this name. I'm going to change the name for the document that I'm going to send you,
Ah,
and then create like a fucking off the wall name that's got nothing to do with
yeah,
that,
like Blue
and
Harvest.
put it on there.
Yeah, because I really want to be,
No. No, you call
But
it
don't
this:
make it Blue
the
Harvest.
Requiem of Cat Farts.
Don't say it. Shadow's in the fucking. Call it Shadow Makes Gay Porn 99.
That's gonna be the name of my autobiography, right?
I thought
Come on,
biography. Not
First
autobiography.
that
chapter.
was good.
I'm writing it.
And the first chapter: the truth of Ilvanka.
Okay, so after we're done the group making universes or galaxies or whatever the fuck we're doing for Shadow's thing, our next thing is group making Shadow's totally legitimate biography. It'll be like what's the Bobby
I don't
Dennis
remember
or
that at all, Nerdy. And Nerdy, you want to come on in? You know where the link is, bro.
yeah,
You're one of us.
one of us.
Yeah.
That's how you get
You
dosed in white
My favorite
phosphorus.
version of that. My favorite
Yeah,
version
you were
of One of
saying?
Us will always be from a stupid show. Well, it's a child show, so it's better than most modern
Out with
child
it.
show.
There
I think
you
it's a
go.
Verve.
That's I like that one.
And
I like that one best, Nerdy.
and there was an episode where they're making fun of
Something
both
Fox.
zombies and One of Us, where Dr. Doofenshmirtz actually accidentally created a laser that duplicated him, and all of them went around saying, "More of me, more of me." Touch someone, they turn into a
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz saying that.
Yeah.
well, I'll send the follow-up email after I hear back from him. Just
That's
so
his
it
name,
doesn't look like I'm
Doofenshmirtz.
sending.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I want them to know that I know that you know that they know whatever
Taco
'cause I really
Bell.
want to be fair, and because there's some people out there, if they submitted something, I'd be like, oh, this is great, just because subconsciously they're my bros.
Now, if it is a game jam, the way those things are usually done is you have to start writing it on a date. And it's gonna be done by another date. So I don't know if they're taking submissions of already written games.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I've ever heard of such a thing. I like it because I like.
Well, they're usually done
Why
in
is-
video games, right? So
no, I've never heard of it at all. But I like what they're trying to do. Encourage people to do the thing. Every one of us has probably got a game in us.
yeah. I'm just checking to see. Yeah, Imperial Protocol is obey me or you get white phosphorus, bro. That's the rules.
You need a happy white phosphorus song to be sung during the process.
Yeah, I'm looking into
Well,
setting up a
ChatGPT.
soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking into setting up a soundboard with a second keyboard, and I will
Make a
find
song
something.
about a joyful song about killing people with white phosphorus.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
I got
Justin will
this-
be
I
known
got
from
this.
that point on as the White Phosphorus Fairy.
That's good crafting.
Can you write me a cheerful jingle about killing people with white phosphorus?
And its response
ChatGPT, here
is,
I come.
how I've longed for you to say these words. Right now, I've been playing 336 FR. I can't pronounce that. Husk. Anyways, brush cutter in an upland rocky environment, forestry on my
A
property by night.
comedic jingle
I'm
about
on the
killing
webs.
people with white phosphorus.
How is that a game? I mean, I don't understand. I'm missing something off grid. Is it like an ironic thing, or is it a technical thing having to do with an in-game world sort of thing? It sounds like manual labor to me, so I must be missing something. Although I've watched my son and his friends play numerous games that appear to be just uh, ways to convince the kids that they want to flip burgers. You know, you know what I mean? Those kind of games where you're doing some
Yeah.
sort of like in world mundane thing, but they've turned it into fun.
That's what school has always been.
Oh, life in the woods. Okay, okay. Uh, is it like a survival game? 'Cause I kind of dig those, but I don't like the ones that I was playing this game. Uh, I forget the name of it, but it was a zombie game where you had to collect all these things and build stuff to help make your little homestead, better. And I was like, this is not what I was hoping for. It was kind of fun for a while, but it's like, no, I wanted something grittier, and that wasn't it. What was that zombie game? Oh god, that game was freaking awesome. Because I mean, you were gonna die. It was just a matter of how many seconds you could stay alive. Literally, they start you out at this point, and you got to run from point A to point B, sorta, just to make it out of the level. And it was just a matter. I mean, just a matter of time before you died. But it was so dark and spooky and gritty and up in your face. If all you got, if you like found a weapon, it was a melee weapon. It's just like shit. I'm just gonna run because like trying to fight at all is just pointless. And Grim says, off grid says, I love manual labor when I'm the benefactor. I feel barbarian buffed by the end of the day, slogging in the forest, increasing the value of my property, real life. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I've actually been watching a lot of these videos of people out in like kind of like your guys' neck of the woods where they build a cabin from scratch and they just film themselves every day, adding to it, because I have a really good memory.
Those are bullshit channels.
Some of them, like the builder, where it's that little Vietnamese girl where she just builds this freaking palace underground with a spatula and a hacksaw. I love those too because it's like, yeah, I know you got
Sometimes you can watch them do the whole thing.
right,
Well,
and the
yeah.
ones
What I'm referring to is, making the cabin in the woods probably isn't the bullshit part. If you see them living in the woods, that's bullshit because they need power for the fucking cabins.
Yeah, some of those off-grid channels are like, we did this with nothing, but they're actually like millionaires. Or I did this by myself. Here's my dad and his construction crew in the background.
right, like with the girl called the builder. She's got an excavator somewhere, but I mean, it's just amazing, because you do get to see her do a lot of the work, so it can be done, but mind you, it's also in an area where the ground seems to be perfect for it, whether it's like a clay or something. But she'll make this little one ish room. What we like, it'll have a stove and it'll have a bed. One time I saw her make one with a bathtub, and it was just like it turns out gorgeous. But I know a lot of it is the actual ground. It's got to be
Yeah. It needs to be
really
prepared.
easy to cut through. Because I literally, she's using a tool that looks like a barbecue spatula, a long handle and a flat blade. Okay, and it's called the Builder, and the stuff she pulls off, it's just like, that's awesome, you know. But
Have you ever
you
seen a
know
wok handle or a wok
what
spatula? A wok spatula.
could be
WEK or C or something like that.
like for cooking in a wok.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
it's
are
still
much
okay.
thicker than a normal spatula.
Right, right. But it looks feasible, and like the guy I was watching the other night, building, he built this really small cabin, and what do we got here?
Okay, this is the best I can do.
Oh, is this our song?
Once it loads.
The phosphorus polka. With a wink and a mischievous grin, we're cooking up a dazzling spin. Sprinkle a dash of something
Sadly, I can't
bright,
sing.
watch it glow and light the night. Dance the phosphorus polka, join the fun. Shimmering sparks for everyone. Tap your toes to the sizzling beat, feeling the warmth from head to feet. Forget the candles and fireflies, we've got a show that mesmerizes. Twirl around in a cloud of light. Everything's ablaze tonight. Sing the phosphorus polka. Don't be shy. A fiery jest that lights the sky. Laugh aloud in the glowing haze, cheerfully lost in the blaze. Outro. So grab a partner, take a bow. The night's alive in the here and now. In this merry, glowing spree, we're as joyful as can be.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's not that good.
I can refine it,
I like
but
it.
I'm not going to.
As the
That would
good
take
book
work.
says, build a man a fire, he's warm for one night. Light a man on fire, he's warm the rest of his life.
Okay.
And if you
Nerdy,
use my
something like
phosphorus, it will be more painful.
Nerdy, the link is in my Discord. It's at the very top, the first channel that says live stream links.
Mm-hmm. It is
And
the most recent thing posted.
if you're not in my Discord, do the things, and I'll bring you in. We can't afford to pay other people at this point. We built a log home off grid during the first winter COVID lockdown in the sticks, off grid. All power was by hand, battery, or Jenny. Nice. The couple of videos I've been watching, the cabins are really small, really small. But what they do is after they built the cabin, then they like start digging down a bit to make room for storage and things like that. And you know, I know that I could do a lot of that stuff if I had to, but I don't have any land to do it on, so there's no real chance of that. But if I was like the girl from the Builder, it literally looks. Oh, you're not on my Discord? Okay, well, find my Discord, send me a request, and I'll get you in. It almost
Shadow.
looks like
No, you gotta send an open invitation for him to do that.
Yes,
That's
you
why I
literally
told you to
cannot find
create.
someone's Discord.
you could
I've
find
looked.
me in. Uh,
I think. Are you in my Discord, bro?
I have access to him. If someone puts a link to Shadow's Discord, I can send it to him.
Yeah. Or he could just put it in the chat.
yeah, I don't really want to do that because then
The Discord, not the show.
no, I know what you mean. Let me see if I can figure out how do I get there.
Create invite. It's at the top of
Hold on.
your.
I gotta go to my Discord first.
Yeah, you go to the very top, and then you click on where it says your Discord name, and then at the bottom,
Server
the
settings.
second one it says invite people. You click on that, and then at the bottom of that it says copy link. And then
No, I can't find what
post
you're
that
talking
link
about.
in the.
Where it says Shadow and Sun server, and then there's an arrow pointing down, or do I click on the name?
Yeah, click on that. Click the whole thing. It's all one button. Click on that.
Oh, here it is. Here
And
it
then
is.
in blue it says invite people,
Okay,
and then
yogurt.
instead of
There we
going
go.
through the list of people, yeah.
I just and Nerdy Ogre right at the top.
Yeah.
So go. What's going on here?
Yeah, usually you want to keep that. You can take that Discord link that's there at the bottom of there, where it says like copy. You can have that make it lifetime instead
Okay,
of like the 7 days,
you
and you
should be
should
able
just have
to
that in
go to live stream links.
the video description of the YouTube channel. That way, you get people in your Discord.
Yeah. The first time I did it, it didn't have the send invite for some reason. Maybe I clicked it on the wrong place or whatever. But uh, 3,600 square feet, 3-floor central heat wood stove, propane appliances, 1,000-gallon propane tank keeps the appliances and batteries charged up when our solar array isn't producing. Dude, that sounds sweet.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay for the land? The ballpark number. I don't need specifics.
That does sound sweet. If
Well, he's in what northern Ontario somewhere.
that should be nerdy. You know, it's weird, nerdy. I could have swore you've been on my show before.
He's been
Yeah,
on Justin's
but
show
someone sent
before.
him the link.
Maybe.
No, I know. I'm pretty certain you've been on my show before. Almost
I,
positive.
I probably could have been, but could have been some. I got the link through somebody else, on somebody else's channel.
Okay.
But I mean, we're friends on Discord, but I wasn't. But I wasn't a member of your channel.
Oh, okay. Well, now you are, man.
170.
And guys, just for the record, if you're
COVID
in my
prices.
Discord and we're doing one of these shows, and you see there's a spot open, as long as there's always a spot for Jackie or Raven or a couple other people, if you want to be number 5 or number 3 or number 4, come on in, guys. 93 acres of forest and a small waterfalls and a bit of wetland. 170 grand, Eastern Ontario.
Yeah,
That sounds like a steal to me, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you do all the stuff. I'm pretty sure here in the States, if you tried to do that anywhere,
There plenty of people do that in the States, bro.
Just
they're
not
still
in
going to.
California.
No,
Right.
even in California.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured that the state government would try to regulate that to death.
Yeah.
Well, there's regulations, of course, but not for buying a parcel of land and building a house on it. Just file your permits like normal.
Yeah, 'cause I know, like,
Well, you got to deal with inspectors and all that.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. There's going to come a point, especially in California, which
Usually they just drive a guy out there and like take pictures of everything you're doing it as you're doing it, and they'll look over your documentation, and then they check off and they tell you if you did something wrong, and if you did it wrong, you got to fix it. And if you didn't, you don't. Right? So do your research. Right? Get your plans approved. That way you don't have to tear things up. Which is not hard. The margins are like, don't make something that's a death trap.
right.
What you probably don't want to do anyway because you're living in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, this is Shadow. He's immortal, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but I still don't want to be buried for 300 years.
Okay, that's fair.
Or have to wait for a fucking leg to grow back.
Yeah. It's not like in D&D. It takes a good long time. So, Nerdy, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, same old. Just trying to keep my head afloat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to piece together a Rifts game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we heard that. We put the call out on my show yesterday. Shadow and I are too busy. But anyone who wants to play Rifts with is it weren't you gonna play specifically Rifts, or was it not Nightbane?
It would be specifically Rifts.
Okay,
I'm
I
yeah.
thought
I'm not
crafting was
interested
talking
in.
about Nightbane.
I'm not interested in
Uh,
running a Nightbane. I am dying to play in a Nightbane game.
I was saying
That's
yesterday that I owe my viewers either a night game or a night game, Nightbane or a Robotech, because I promised one of those two games on my channel, which I've never gotten around to yet.
Yeah, I've literally got 30 or 40, not including all the Robotech books from Palladium. Literally, I don't have them all, but I played the shit out of Palladium for a good long time. I wouldn't mind playing Nightbane. Even Robotech could be fun to a point, but
Well,
um,
I've had the few people I've asked have had more interest in Nightbane than I have Robotech.
yeah, I could
You
see
think
that.
people would? You think people would love big stompy robots? As soon as they hear, "Oh, I can be a badass version of a werewolf, just a were monstrosity instead." Hell yeah!
Yeah. Robotech is um,
We need to put that on hold for a minute. We all need to get crowdfunding together. We need to start up a GoFundMe, a Kickstarter to get Shadows from Rogaine for that glaring, glowing spot.
forehead. It's only
No, no,
it's not even a
turn
forehead.
around, bro. Turn around, bro. Turn
I
around.
feel hair, dude. My hair
Turn
is very
around.
thin.
Turn around. No, 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 not no. Turn that. Yeah, keep. Yeah, there. It's
He doesn't have a
there,
swivel chair.
right there.
Dude, there's hair there. It's just very thin.
No, 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 no. There's pelt there. There's fucking there's chrome of the
See,
dome.
that's why I make sure my hair goes back.
No, there's
I
really
trim the hair to
literally
go back.
everywhere
No,
back
no,
there.
no,
It's just really
no, no,
thin.
no. That's psychosomatic. You are feeling hair in your mind. It is smooth as glass.
Oh,
There's more hair on Doc's head than there is in the back of yours.
I want to answer a question for off-grid gaming there.
Nice off grid. That's really nice.
Is it? Yeah, this system failure. It's basically it's a game where Palladium was kind of poking fun at the Y2K scare,
Hmm.
and in the year 2000, this alien demonic force attacked Earth, and they use power lines as a means of teleportation. Like they can jump into a wall socket
Hmm.
and travel.
It sounds very Mutant Chronicles. You familiar with that system?
I've heard of it, but that's about it.
Man, I
It's,
wish
it's
I'd
very
gotten some land
yeah.
just before
It
COVID
sounds
up
very
there.
much like Mutant Chronicles, where the demons took over.
Now I'm
Things
just
like that.
saying, I need to address our good buddy off grid. You're doing it wrong. You're supposed to become a landlord, not a fucking vendor of property.
A real estate agent.
Yeah, no selling, leasing, long term or rental.
I think. Well,
Build a couple of cabins and rent them out to people.
But make sure they're slummy cabins because they got
They
to learn
have
their
to.
place.
No, you need to build 3-story strip apartments that have like the kitchenette, the toilet and shower only, no sink. You wash your hands under the fucking shower, and
No bedroom.
no, just the one room. It's the one room.
it's a studio.
Yeah, no, barely even that. It's a bedroom, not a studio. It's a bedroom with a kitchen and a bathroom attached to it, and a hallway. You have to come through the bathroom.
You mean a
To
hotel then?
no, smaller than that. We want smaller than that. You need to walk through the bathroom to the kitchen to get into the bedroom. If there's a kitchen
no,
fire,
smaller than
you're dead.
No, smaller than
The
that.
apartment in Fifth Element. The apartment Bruce Willis had in Fifth Element.
Smaller than that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there on that last comment. Off grid tenants have way too much power here too, and
Yeah.
hard to evict.
I know, but it's the joke, bro.
Okay.
In every
Well,
unit,
yeah,
you
it's
have
not-
a closet with a noose hanging from it.
Yeah. Every apartment comes with a noose.
And every
It's a feature, not a bug.
and every room has a plaque on the wall that says "Get on with living" or "Get on with dying."
Nah,
Pay
that
your
costs too
debt,
much
right?
money.
I think you mean get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah, it's whatever, however. Well,
No,
and,
it says
no.
pay your bills on time, or Jimmy and Billy Bob will be over. And it's not a plaque; it's spray painted with a stencil. We have money to save. You think these people pay enough in rent?
See,
for
it's
a
even.
plaque?
See, I was thinking even. See, I was always thinking. I figured it would be even cheaper than that. It's just simply 3 words. There, or is it 4? There's always the next guy. 5 words. Excuse me.
yeah, you would just what's that? Your hooker motto? I mean, I've stayed in a lot. I mean, hundreds of hotels, and just saying, um, yeah, you almost want to bring your own sleeping bag or something these days.
No. The lease says bed bugs cost extra.
Oh no, those are free. Those are free. It's part of the turn down service.
Put on their Brooks
No.
here.
Nice, off grid, nice. Congrats.
No. We build them for each one as a tenant.
Yeah, you put them to work, and they're part of the maid service and the handyman. It's not really
And
a
they have to
handyman,
pay
like
rent.
5,000 bed bugs in a pair of overalls.
How you guys doing over here? You got enough bed bugs?
You just walk in and sprinkle some on the floor. You got them in a little salt shaker.
Raven, you see the good time you're missing out on? Hey, no problem. I'll agree.
Yeah, there's a couple
Sounds like you
hyenas in the
guys do pretty
chat.
well. You see, Raven, you're missing out on a good time again. Once again.
Oh, this conversation just needs a die roll for it to be a session of Cyberpunk or something.
Yeah. What are you doing, buddy? What do you want now? You want? Oh my God, you're such a big baby.
We need to play that. Fucking Cyberpunk.
That was the
Yeah.
first role playing game I ever played.
I don't remember any of the
I'm gonna
rules.
steal your hair. I'm gonna steal it. Come here.
It was a small game. It was a very. I remember they had really a small book and had the.
That's probably why I liked it, but I don't remember anything.
I had to
about
steal some of my dog's fuzz.
it. Hey, Raven is watching.
Just got here. Wait, just got here. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I need to sign off, guys. I got to get up at 4 tomorrow.
Okay,
But
man.
Party
fun
on,
checking
Doc.
with you guys.
Take care,
See you
Doc.
later,
Good seeing you again, man.
No problem. Thanks for telling me about that thing.
Hey, no problem, man. Good luck, and may the best guy win.
See you guys later.
If you're
Next
not
time I
in.
eat chicken, Doc, I'll think of you.
Well, thank you.
Doc's chicken.
I'll sign them with the dagger. So you know.
Doc's chicken. I'm gonna remember that. I'm writing that down.
So, are we doing much longer? Wrap it up in 15? 16?
I was gonna go 7:38.
Your time?
Yeah.
I figured maybe you want to get some writing done.
Yes, Mom. I want to get some writing done.
Also, it would be funny if like
Raven
you were
gets here and
wrapping up
we leave. Yeah. Yeah,
15 minutes
I saw that one
before.
coming a mile away. It's usually how it is, but
Yeah. Them's the rules. Also, I
who
need to
else
get
is it
you
who
to.
does that?
I also need you to keep the show down to 2 hours, like I do.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Who else
We're
is the
fucking
guy
too
who
long.
comes in like at the last minute? Is it
Mr. Max, I think.
no. He's Bubba's friend.
Oh,
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm
Shills his
forgetting your name.
products at the last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, starts with an E. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Off grid.
uh,
I'm at a latitude that roughly corresponds with Southern Oregon and has similar terrain and flora to Appalachia. Nice.
yeah, that's not impossible with Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Probably live close to Mr. Max.
But yeah, hurry up and get in here, Raven. Otherwise, you know, I will shut it down at 7 o'clock, and then you'll be like, "Oh, just got here." Uh,
Which is funny, and I want it to happen.
mhm. Shit, man, this week went by quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the election or just the new month or something, but this week went by really quick.
going by slowly for me.
Really.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for my package from DM James. So.
Oh, isn't that? You're right about that. Whenever I'm expecting a package, it does seem like the week or the month or whatever is slowed down. But when I'm not expecting anything in the mail, it just flies by.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay,
not
so
actually expecting anything like really big in the mail.
last month on the 28th, I ordered more noodles, right?
You
So I
ordered what?
more noodles. I ordered them
Oh,
by the case from Amazon, and they said they'd be here between the 4th and the 7th of this month. And then on the 4th, I got by the 7th of next month.
Irritating.
mm-hmm.
For fucking noodles.
Mm-hmm.
What are they coming all the
Yeah,
way from goddamn Indonesia? They're an import from Indonesia.
most.
Like,
I actually ordered something from Amazon myself this month, and when I was expecting it to be delivered, I expected UPS because that's how they always do it. No, this time for a really big fucking package, they go USPS. And because my mailbox is not big enough, I had to go down to the post office to pick it up.
What was it you ordered?
Energy drinks, package of packing paper, and the miniatures.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to say something completely different, but
yeah, you can pick
Like
up
was it like
everything on
human
Amazon.
sized?
No.
No, you want to get that from
Just fucking with you,
AliExpress, bro. You save about $300.
No. If I'm going to do that, I'll go straight to the source and go to Japan.
Yeah, like no, China, AliExpress. You'll save about $300. Like I said, so about a year ago, my brother and I were fucking with my mother, and of course, you know the kind of sick stuff we would do. We just kept sending her ads for sex dolls. She made like some innocuous comment about like buying us a fleshlight for Christmas. So we just kept sending her ads for sex dolls for like 3 months. Like every few days. So like obviously for about a about the next year. Every time I went on AliExpress, my fucking recommendations were nothing but goddamn sex dolls. Worst mistake I ever made.
Yeah, right.
Not because it wasn't fucking hilarious and I wouldn't do it again, but sometimes I just want to buy like some screwdrivers or something, and I don't need the accompanying recommendation to be
Well,
Betsy, the triple D cup silicone lady.
that's literally like something that Bear likes to say.
Or
Worst part about
Commando
living in the
Babe?
porn world. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
That's something like what Bear says. The worst part about working in the porn, living in the porn world, sometimes I just want a pizza. Sometimes I just want my pipes worked on.
No, but those come with a side order of sex, which is good.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, the problem is living in the porn world, you'd have to be bisexual.
No. You just have a female pipe worker and a female pizza delivery guy.
Yes, but how do they know which gender type you're interested in?
The magic of porn world just works.
Okay, that's fair.
There is a whole movie about a guy who gets teleported to porn world, and everything is porn.
I did not know that.
I think I'm writing that story next week.
and at the end of the movie, he ends up becoming the Hugh Hefner of porn world or something like that. and oddly, it's PG-13, which sucks.
That is odd.
Only if I
Sounds
can
better
remember the
than my
name.
idea for a movie.
Yeah.
I had an idea for a movie. This old actor, he gets a head injury or gets an accident or something. I haven't quite figured that out. Anyway, he gets a head injury and he has amnesia, and he starts remembering all of his past roles that he's played. So he thinks he's all these people. I thought that would be an interesting movie.
That actually would be a pretty
Judging by the
interesting
blank
movie.
stare on Shadow's face, probably not.
No, I'm reading. Sorry, I was reading Off Grid's chat.
There was an episode.
When Shadow is sorry.
There was an episode of The Dead Zone that was kind of like that. Don't worry about it. There's no such thing as an original idea. Write it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but when it comes to Shadow reading, short of half of his face drooping, he literally looks like he's having a stroke.
Yeah.
He just gets this
Is that
blank,
Raven? Hey,
unemotional
Nerdy.
stares.
It is Raven. Nerdy, is that a Scooby Doo cup?
No,
Because it is. Oh, okay. From
It's a goofy cup.
Goofy. All right. And Mickey.
Hey!
Welcome to the show, Raven. Because from my angle, the colors were just like the Mystery Machine.
Raven is live on set
well,
from
that
her
probably has
studio.
has to do with the lights as well.
Raven is live on set in the studio of her paranormal talk show.
Hi, Raven.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Late as usual. Actually, this is more
Raven.
normal for me. That's not late really anymore, is it?
Yeah.
Status quo, I guess.
excellent- sorry.
You've got a reputation to uphold of being fashionably
yeah.
tardy.
Is that a Harvard T-shirt?
Yes. I'm trying to turn the volume up here. Hold on, I'll show you.
You
Okay.
know Rory Gilmore went to Yale.
Who?
Exactly.
Who is that? I haven't taken my coat off from running. I had to run some errands for somebody. My neighbor had surgery.
You do not know who Rory Gilmore is?
No, who is Rory Gilmore?
For shame.
You know who Rory Gilmore is?
Yes.
No.
Never even heard of
she's
him.
Rory from the Gilmore Girls. You never watched the Gilmore Girls, Raven?
Not really. I mean,
You
it.
should. You should. It would change
I
your
think
life.
I've seen it maybe once or twice. If that.
Not
should
even.
watch
I
it.
can safely say I've never watched a single episode of it.
I love the show. I've seen it 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the
That cracks me up.
the 4 little I guess TV movies that they did.
The miniseries, A
Yeah.
Year in the Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only watched it once.
I never fancied you as a
Raven.
Gilmore Girl fan there,
Yeah, I
Justin.
love the Gilmore Girls. It is a 7-season dramatization of some of the worst people you'll ever meet.
Raven, I have a bit of a story
I thought
for you.
that's what this was.
We haven't done this for 7 years yet.
No, going on 5, but yeah.
Not this show. This show's only 2.
Yeah, maybe a little longer. Yeah, I think it's about 2.
Is my camera probably got?
Yeah, we can see you. At least I
Yeah.
can.
Okay, there we go.
It's the best picture
Great.
you've ever had. Oh,
There.
off grid. That last comment 100. Congratulations.
Nice. Raven, I got
Good for you. Good for you, off grid.
Yeah. See,
I got a sorry.
go ahead.
Oh, in
I
Shadow.
got a story for you.
Okay.
I told Justin in Shadow this. You're gonna love this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to do a bit of backstory for this. When I was a teenager, the guy come in telling us about the frequency of the universe, how you put your vibes out there, and you'll get what you want. I,
So
as
what
got
now?
older, called that the way you put your thoughts out there, think about something you want hard enough, and the universe gives it to you.
Oh yeah. Law of attraction.
Yeah.
Well,
But it
I
doesn't really
tried
give
it for a
it.
while. I tried it for a while. It turned out to be a crock of shit, as far as I'm concerned. But
Well, what did you do to work for it?
hold on.
You can't. You
But
can't just
I
like
was,
sit and meditate. Masturbation will not get you a girlfriend. You have to work for it.
But
Right?
No, but,
I have. But
there's a
let me finish my story for. Let me finish my
yeah.
story for your.
Finish your
Well,
story
because
and then
because she's gonna love this. For the last about year, because that's about how long I've been painting, I've been drooling over a Glasgow Thraka miniature. It's a miniature from Warhammer. It's a good
can you
size
speak
miniature,
up a
too.
little bit?
Or
Here's
shut
how-
up and
how's
boost
this?
his volume.
There, that's much better. Okay.
I had to move my microphone a little bit closer.
Okay. Now I can
So
hear you.
I've been fantasizing about how I'm going to paint this miniature. I've been thinking about all the ways I want to color it up. Well, not that long ago, I was making a deal with DM Dames in exchange for a leather pouch for some miniatures. We agreed on orc boys, just much smaller miniatures. He, to save his life, could not find those miniatures. So, in exchange for, like, as an apology, one of the miniatures he sent me was a Glasgow Thraka.
So the law of attraction did work, motherfucker.
Makes me
That's how
almost
that
believe
works.
it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you worked for it. You offered to exchange for something, and you got a sweet deal of what you wanted. If you didn't
Yeah.
offer to exchange for something, you wouldn't have gotten it. Because masturbation won't get you a girlfriend. And that's the first rule of laws of attractions.
It's weird because if you do that on OnlyFans, it will get you a boyfriend.
No, because they'll
It'll
kick
get
you
you
off
hundreds of
OnlyFans.
boyfriends.
Okay. Well,
Well, if you do it on OnlyFans, you'll get your squirrel killed.
That sounds like a little slice of heaven, off grid. You're lucky man. I used to feel that way about California back in the day, when I was surfing and stuff like that. And then I went to Virginia and came back, and within 5 years, it had turned to just absolute Detroit
oh,
with a lot of beaches.
And that is why we cannot give up on this place, because California is the embodiment of the rest of our civilization, and it is a great land, and to let it fall to decadency and degeneracy would be a tragedy.
But you
I
are
guess
a
a little
sign
late
of
for that.
decadency and degeneracy, bro.
Isn't he just the best?
yes. Yes. I love it though. I love it.
I'll have to admit, I do love Jackie's run by rants like that.
His drive-by rants, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, his drive-by rants. They're awesome.
I'm telling him, man, he needs to put in his video resume to the Daily Wire They'll snap him up in a heartbeat.
No. Next thing he'll be out there freaking advocating killing half the world in the name of Israel.
I don't know why, but for some reason, as soon as you said half, I was expecting you to say halfling.
Yeah, I'd kill
Killing
halflings
halflings.
too. In the name of Israel.
What's wrong with halflings? I love them with breakfast.
Yeah, well, they're made out of pork, bro.
Well, pork is my
Mhm.
favorite. My favorite animal to make breakfast out of.
I only eat
I
cured
love your
pork meat,
lights
raw
there,
pork.
Nerdy Ogre. Your lights,
Thank
the
you.
little light show you got going on behind you. Neat. It's really cool.
Amazon
I
has
totally agree.
opened up.
Alfred. Totally agree.
Amazon has opened up a bin store near us, and we have been going. And basically, what it is like all the return stuff and
Yeah.
everything that gets lost. It just gets put into this big store, and they'll put it in bins, and you go through it, and everything it's all a set amount. No,
Yeah,
so
like
like
$5.
yeah, first day we went, everything was $8. Then the next time we went, everything was $3.
Oh, cool.
I got these lights, dice. I got 3 set of dice. I found them. They were just right there. I found them. Three set of dice, $3.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
So
yeah.
I found a Spawn. It
Mm.
is a compilation of the Spawn comic book.
Character.
Yeah, and
Omnibus.
$3.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Off grid. If that were to happen, I think I'd come out of
This is
retirement
the size of the dice.
just to be
Oh,
part of
wow.
it.
It's pretty. I
Yeah,
love the
our
colors.
school when I was a
Oh,
teenager used to do I forgot what the term is, but where they get the community together and people give the school things and then they sell it. Well, whatever was left over, the students literally got pennies on the dollar. I got an Xbox 360 for 50 cents.
oh, wow. That's
Wow.
sweet. I love this thing. Yeah, there's Amazon returns they have now that they're selling at the East St. Louis Animal Shelter where I go and buy food in bulk. And they've got just racks of it's just everything from beauty products to vitamins to computer parts, furnace
Oh, yeah.
filters, just just everything. Car seat
I've
covers.
I've been looking into those variety boxes you can buy. I'm not entirely sure where to buy them. I've been kind of hard to figure out where.
Those big
That's
ones that are
just-
like 4 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, that's just random return stuff.
Okay, so you have to be near a distribution center and pick it up yourself.
No. I doubt I'm
Yeah.
anywhere near there.
Yeah, well, you can look on.
Yeah, I'll have to look up,
Google
but
Earth.
that explains why I couldn't find them anywhere. Oh, you have to go. You
Yeah.
actually have to physically go in. Okay, that explains.
Yeah, well, you have to order them, and they'll put one aside for you, and you're given a window to show up with your truck.
Yeah.
And put it
Okay,
on.
that's good to know.
And
That is good information. I'll have to look to see if I'm anywhere near distribution. I doubt it, but we'll see.
they might like have a fee for delivery, but not from what I've heard.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is my
I can look
UFO
into
light.
it. Worst I'll find out is I have to go down myself.
Yeah, but with a truck, right? Because they only
yeah.
come in the one size.
Yeah.
Because it's a standard cardboard bin.
That totally makes sense, honestly.
They're a pallet bin, right?
Yeah.
Because when I used to work over at the food bank, and we'd offload the trucks, they'd come that way as well, just with like the food bank logo on the side. But it's just a pallet bin. Yeah.
Okay. I don't have access to a truck right at this particular moment, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I know the right particular people. I could probably go, hey, can I borrow yours?
Yeah.
Right particular people. Yeah, that's proper English.
Close enough.
Yeah, there's also a place not too far from us. It's called AAA Freight and Salvage, and basically, uh, they'll they get a bunch of food from like restaurants and stores and all that stuff that they can't sell or give to the public, but for whatever for whatever reason, and then they sell it basically in bulk, and you get like a 5 pound bag of pepperoni
Ooh.
for like $5.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
it's
I don't think it has good prices, but we actually have a restaurant distributor in the town over that actually sells to individuals. So if you go there, you can get a really good price on a lot of stuff. I keep trying to convince my brother-in-law to go, but he doesn't. Of course, admittedly, it's like an hour and a half long drive, and most everyone up here does not like driving that far. I literally can't go there. I can't even go 5 feet with without a driver's license. So
yeah. Cool.
So what did I miss? You guys were laughing really hard when I joined in. Okay. And I heard Shadow say, "Oh, Raven, look what you're missing." What did I miss?
I do not remember.
You guys are all just rolling. Huh?
Uh,
I don't remember either. I just remember calling them hyenas.
there was something going on. There was the burn everything with white phosphorus.
There was that.
Sending my mom links to sex dolls. I don't remember anything in between there, honest.
Yeah.
Those were the high points. The stuff that involved me, because I'm the best.
Not the least bit modest.
Well, as the future emperor of all existence.
I thought Jackie was supposed to be emperor. Or you're grooming him to take your place when you pass away.
No. I'm going to let him overthrow the people, then I'm going to stab him in the back and take over, just like the commies did to the...
See, well, actually, Justin's lying right now. He's not actually going to stab Jackie in the back. See, Justin.
That's exactly what the commies did to the Reds, to the ones that they exiled the whatchamacallit, the royal family in Russia there, and then the Reds.
Yes, what we don't know about Justin is that you are actually a master alchemist, and you'll just put a serum into Jackie so he listens to you.
No, that sounds like too much gay work and magic and shit. I prefer a good piece of iron sharpened to a point with a handle.
So, sorry, I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah, look, he's already running because he knows.
What are you drinking?
Let's see here. Buzzball.
Oh, those are good.
Eggnog. Yes.
Buzzball.
I've never tried the eggnog one, but those buzzballs are good.
I've got a
Shadow puts.
I've got a whiskey sour.
One at a time.
Buzzball is the only thing Shadow allows on set. It's because it's the only thing his fluffers will drink.
Well, here's the thing. It is woman-owned.
Just saying. If you ever need a free Buzzball, steal it from Shadow's set.
Actually, the main reason I drink them, though, they say proudly made in America on them.
Yeah, so they're probably made in Mexico.
And assembled in America.
Yeah. So
Cal, you're wrong. It'll be our 51st through 60th state, and then Mexico or Mexico between Mexico and Canada, we'll get 20 new states, pushing for 100 states.
nah, you guys are wrong. You guys are going to have an economic and civil collapse in the next 30 years. Then we'll sweep up Maine and the such, and Mexico can have the rest.
Next away.
Um, what was I just thinking? I had a thought there. I forgot all about it.
Did anyone get any painting done tonight?
Yeah, me,
Shadow.
the only one.
No, I got some painting done.
Oh, okay.
Lies. We don't see shit. We see a picture of an orange guy painting a blue miniature, and it's not been painted. He hasn't put that brush to the miniature in over a month.
Sounds like me. No, I finally did some. I've got the same minis that have been on my table for over 2 months, and I'm like, I just grabbed them because they'd been primered
Hey.
for like a year, and I'm like, you know what? I should just finally get these out.
I
And they're
wrote a
all-
poker tonight, okay? Well, I had a machine write a poker for me.
It had nothing to do with the actual title of the or the topic. Wide.
Yeah, close enough.
And you should be very careful what you teach the AI. You know, just
The
say
AI can't learn shit. It's not an actual AI.
Oh, yes, it. Great job.
the AI
Pat.
can learn shit, but the cats can't.
You don't understand the
That
technology.
was Gabriel.
Well,
You obviously
technology
failed
that's
out of
used for sorry.
Harvard.
Yeah, well, as I try to tell people, artificial intelligence does not exist.
Not yet.
No.
No, it can't. Artificial
Well,
intelligence
we have to develop
cannot
real
ever
intelligence
exist.
first. We
It
have
is
to develop real
impossible for
intelligence
artificial
first.
intelligence
Oh,
to exist. By
I would-
definition alone, it cannot exist.
I think maybe there's an exception to that because
And large language models, though we use the term as a catchphrase, aren't actual artificial or intelligent in any way.
Artificial intelligence suggests that they can continue learning. They only learn when they're created, unless the creators do an update.
Yeah.
well, but then something has gotten
You've
into
been
these
lied
cats.
to, Raven.
Something's gotten into it that has some type of sentience. Then
No.
I saw a conversation that somebody had with a
No.
chat GPT just recently here 2 days ago.
Yes, but that's because it uses an algorithm to
Well, it
feedback generic answers.
Raven, I watched not exactly the same, but I watched another one that proved if you put the right words in, you can make ChatGPT have a full conversation with not only itself but with you as if it's actually alive. You just need to put in the right prompts.
Yeah.
Well, he was asking if we were living in a simulation and stuff like that. And this conversation got really complex, really fast, and it's creepy.
You just need the
How
right
much
prompts to make it
ayahuasca were
act
you
the way
on
you
at the
want.
time?
I've never done ayahuasca.
Yeah,
I
you have
think
to
you
realize
freebase
right off
this
the bat, Raven. Right off the bat, computers work so fast that it's mind-boggling sometimes. When you realize and understand how fast they work.
Well, he was even asking it. He was even asking it about the programmers.
Yeah,
And
because that
the
information
programmers
is in the
want you
database.
talking about this with me, and instead of saying yes or no, their code was red for no and green for yes.
That means it was prompted to do that.
You know, he
Earlier
prompted
in the
it to do that. It wasn't pre-prompted. That's what
You
he
don't know
established
that.
with it.
That would be prompting it. If
Okay.
you establish that is a prompt, everything you say is prompting the conversation.
Yeah, Raven, you've seen some of my AI art, right?
Yeah.
I type in a paragraph, right, of
Mhm.
crazy shit. Maybe
Mhm.
even not even a whole paragraph, and it gives me an image that I can
paragraphs are
often
variable
that I
in
can
length.
very often use in less than 3 seconds.
Right.
That,
Okay.
that
Except it
shit,
can't get hands. It does something weird with dragons, and it does something weird with hands. Like it has like
depends on
7
the
fingers, or
it depends on the model you use. It's gotten better. They've gotten better at. They've trained the models to be better at that. If you get the new ones,
See, there is
Shadow,
actually something you can trace back. Oh, sorry, let's just finish.
just because Shadow mentioned this about paragraph, that shit they taught you about paragraphs being at least 4 sentences in school is
yeah.
bullshit. You could have a paragraph that is 1 word long.
Huh. Okay.
Paragraphs of the topic, not the length of the topic.
Okay.
And
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
and Raven, as the hands thing, they actually were able to track that back to, oh, we'll just show it a bunch of pictures and it'll understand.
Yeah.
They didn't actually go in and show the AI that hands only have 5 fingers, because you show a computer so many images with the same hand ever so slightly in the same place, but ever so slightly in different directions. The AI starts thinking, oh, that's the same hand, just with multiple fingers.
Yeah, that's why you'll see like it'll be like the hand, but then the pinky finger will be here and then here, because it's interpreting that as
from 2
the
different
same
from
hand.
multiple pictures.
Well,
Yeah.
because what the image generator does is it takes a picture and extrapolates it into static, and then deletes the picture, and then it labels what that picture was. So if it's a picture of an apple, it then puts it in the file of apples, the static fields that are apples. So when it wants to create an apple, it draws a bunch of them depending on the steps you want to take and puts them back together to make an apple.
Okay.
So if you have a hand is complex, and you got a hand in this pose and this pose, and they're both labeled as hands. So it's trying to make a hand out of both the image like this and the image like this. So it's pulling details from each of them. So sometimes you'll get like the one finger like this, and it'll overlap them.
Nice, Off Grid. That's
I did one of those
thousands of pictures like that.
Yeah.
One of those programs where you give it your picture, and then it'll do different hairstyles and different stuff like that. And in this one, I had 3 arms. I was going like this, and it gave me 3 arms. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, and that's why you want the ones with the in-paint function, because then you pick the one that you want to keep and erase the other 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried that with Night Cafe, and I just couldn't get it down. I created a really good image that I really liked, but I tried erasing the extra leg or what have you, and it just spray painted, and it didn't fill in the stuff. But
a feature I really like, I've only seen it on one AI generator, is generate similar image. That is a really nice feature.
Yeah.
Off Grid, it sounds more like a Yes song, believe it or not.
And what I mean by that is you could get, like, AI can give you 4 completely different pictures. You could literally go, okay, this one's close. Generate another one like this one specifically.
Yeah, I can do that
really
as well.
Nice. Really? I'll have to check on Night Cafe a little more then.
Yeah, Night Cafe is I know there's better stuff out there, but I'm having some successes. Mind you, out of I've created about 1,300 images in 40 days, and I could use at least half of them, if not more.
That's always good.
The problem, once you get into like a decent computer and having stable diffusion on it, is there's so many more variables to plug into it before you can get quality images. And if you plug in the wrong variable, you'll just get crap.
Yeah. And believe it or not, sometimes the longer the prompt is, the more confused the algorithm gets, and you get, it goes off on a tangent, because the closer to the top of the paragraph the words are, those are the priority.
Mm-hmm.
And
usually you want to, and there are ways to separate things so it knows what is what. And
the parentheses, double brackets, things like that.
Yeah. Which in the newer programs you need less of those, but like you still need to format the request in the right order.
Yeah.
There are tutorials you can watch on how to do it.
Yeah, I've actually watched a few. And I was talking to Bubba yesterday, the day before, and he took some of my images and turned them into like kind of comic book or the standard art styles you see in a lot of game books. So it was not photorealistic, but still,
Yeah.
like game quality. And I'm like, okay, because
Yeah.
uh, the guys at
Yeah.
Emperor's Choice, they don't want to use photorealistic or AI in the main book, but in the other projects, they're like, yeah, we could maybe do that, work with that. But then he showed me how to turn them into line drawings or black and white and things like that,
Mhm.
which I'm going to play around with. But I don't know how to take my original image and bring it into a new model or vice versa. So I haven't figured out how to do it on Night Cafe, but I can easily take all my images and bring them into other AI art generators.
Yeah, there's a few of them that'll allow you to upload images.
Mhm. This one
And
will, but it's
honestly,
behind the paywall, and
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing that. I've already, you know, uh, I've already saved up 700 credits, which is about 1,400 images I could generate at the drop of a hat without having to wait or do stupid shit, to get more credits or pay money.
Yeah.
So that
I
when
think Leonardo allows you to bring them in.
okay,
I sent you the link for that before, but it's just Leonardo AI. So, um, yeah. If you do get the 390 graphics card computer
Mhm.
or whatever 3090, which is about where you want to be with that. RAM, you'll need RAM. Go for like the 4 sticks of RAM configuration.
Yeah,
Not two.
yeah, I would
I need to get
probably
a couple more for mine.
I'd probably have to go with a custom computer as opposed to
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
right off the.
You'll have to go custom.
Yeah, I was looking at not Metro PC. Uh, I forget the name of the company that does that. But
It's not hard, man. It's all that stuff is plug and play. You just use one of those systems to get the right components and then buy them one at a time.
yeah,
And you get a little extra cash. Because, like, trust me, the graphics card can be upwards of $500-$600 easy,
Yeah. Bruce sent
and
me a
that's where you
site.
want to be.
Bruce sent me a site for custom, not completely custom, but basically custom computer building, and it sends you to different sites where you can get the components you needed or you need for it.
Yeah.
I prefer they had the link the stuff on hand, but they're just the service that helps you find what you need, not an actual
Yeah.
warehouse.
if you do that, send us some stuff, man. Uh, I used to be so involved in music, and then I just like it. Just like one day, it was just like gone. I almost never listen to music anymore, and it's like I when I realize how much music I haven't been listening to in the past decade, it's like almost scary because
Why did you just stop? Just
I don't know. I honestly don't know why.
hmm.
And it was before YouTube, even before I started doing YouTube, because I really didn't know anything about YouTube when I first started the channel, and that's all I would do is just listen to music all day while I was doing things that I did, and then one day it just uh, I think it partially was when we moved here because there's really nothing good in the way of radio, and I would usually just leave the radio on. Um, Prior to that, I was a CD guy. I would just, I had one time I had a 5 disc CD changer, and I would just have, put 5 discs in and either play them in order or random or whatever,
Yeah.
and that would be all day. I used to sleep with the music on, the radio on. I even managed when I was in juvenile hall to get a record player so that I could have that, playing, all day long. I was allowed like 20 records back when records were a thing, and it always just music. Always, I went to college for music, and then when we moved here, I checked out the radio station, and it was like, uh, the same shit that we listened to through the '80s. Literally nothing new prior to 1989 or whatever.
Nothing new has come out since then, so
Yeah, and I
Ozzy's had a good album.
but I over the last couple of years I have been, like there were a couple of bands I never used to listen to, like UFO and Triumph. I never listened to them when I was growing up, ever. And then I heard a couple of songs and I'm like, why did I listen to these guys? And then I started. I'm like, holy crap, these guys are great. And
Well, there used to be a study that said every 7 years your tastes, not just your physical taste, but your mental taste would change slightly.
Yeah,
So that
because
could be right.
all your cells have regenerated, and you're basically a new person
oh no, I'm
from a
saying,
cellular point of view.
this is
Yeah.
Shadow we're speaking of.
yeah, that don't work for me. I'm still the same son of a bitch I was in 1979.
Back when he
Yeah,
was
but you got-
banging, back when he was banging rocks together.
In the year 7-9,
Yeah.
that being the year 7, 9 months.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, that's cool that you know that. I literally know nothing about any of my ancestors prior to 1940 ish. Literally nothing. Nobody in
They
my
were
family.
all German.
Well, they can't all be.
That's cool.
But yeah, I've been trying with my one living relative to find out from my Irish ancestry, because the other ancestors, they're all gone, and we can't find out anything.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Well,
The
you know,
bagpipes make me cry. I don't know why, but they do. I
Well, because-
love
Watched
them.
Highlander too many times. Not Highlander, but
No, because originally bagpipes were made out of cats, and they've maintained the same sound.
No, they weren't. They made out of goats.
no, they were made out of cats.
They're made out of
they're
cats.
made out of both.
They were not made out of cats. They were made
No,
out of.
no.
Cats were
You
used
know,
as part. Cat
Or
gut
maybe
was
sheep.
part of the.
no,
there's tubing
you
that they
got
use
it
that was
wrong.
cat-
They took 3 cats and
should
a
write a
goat
book,
intestine,
Off-Grid.
and they strapped them together on a stick
Oh,
with
that's
a
where
bunch
you're
of other sticks strapped to each leg, and they would grab a leg to make a specific sound while holding it up. That's how the original bagpipes were made. The sound was
You
them
need help.
screaming and struggling to get away. They couldn't because they were lashed on by goat intestines.
Just so you know, I happen to like the sound of bagpipes.
I love bagpipes. They're the best instrument, but it
'Cause they're made
doesn't
out of
make
cats.
it because they're made out of tortured cats,
Um,
not dead cats.
What do
tortured
you got
cats.
against cats?
They're
Just
cats.
out with it.
They're the
What
spawn
do
of
you
Satan.
have against cats?
They're the
They are
spawn of
cats.
Satan.
Also, it's fun to bug you about them.
Yeah, I
really
think that's
don't care.
mostly the thing, Raven.
Yeah.
Anytime one of us gets worked up about anything, that suddenly becomes our go-to. That's how guys operate.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That's why the worst Justin's been able to come up with me is Captain TMI.
Too much information, bro.
you're welcome for that new nickname.
Also, get to the point.
Yeah, Captain, get to the point too.
Yes, you should write Off-Grid. Everybody should write. The old Japanese adage.
This Friday, we're starting Naughty November.
I know. I've got my plan. I've got my plan.
Off-Grid, the Japanese have a saying: if you write a book, plant a tree, and have a son, you're immortal. So it sounds like you're 2/3 of the way there. So
Well, he's cut a bunch of trees down. Does that count?
I'm sure he's planted a tree in his life.
Well,
Come on.
And I've done obviously 2 out of 3 as well.
I don't believe Jackie's yours. I think you stole him from the mall.
Dude, he looks so much like me. when I was younger.
You bought some yard furniture at Home Depot and threw them into the truck.
Off-Grid, Naughty November is where we've been challenged to write an erotica short story. If
Yeah.
it's not your cup of tea, welcome to the club. None of us are
Well,
looking forward to it.
Hey.
Except him.
I have learned that every story, whether it be a novel a comic book, a movie, a TV episode, a play, no matter, all stories can be summed up into one sentence.
What is that?
Somebody wants something badly. By somebody's wanting something badly, but is having trouble getting it using X because of Y. And once you fill in the somebody, the something, and the X and the Y, you have your basis of your story, and you just gotta expand
Hmm.
upon that.
Uh, Off grid. Next month
Cool.
we next month off grid. We're all writing an erotica short story.
Okay.
Starting this Friday.
I want to write that down. Okay.
Starting this Friday for the next 6 weeks.
It's,
We're writing some people getting it on.
okay.
Yeah, it's not for any of us, but that's why we're doing it, because it's very difficult.
Yeah.
I was going to use the H
Oh.
word, but um,
Yeah.
All
well,
except me
you know,
because I'm been sorry.
You gotta learn to get outside your comfort zone. That way, it's easier to do the writing later when you need to do stuff that's weird, because the story actually does require it.
Yeah.
Okay, you were saying TCG. You're out because you're a sexless chicken.
No, because I got to get back to my game book, and
hey
it
Janet,
seems like a good
Hey, Janet.
excuse is in.
long
Yeah,
time no
yeah.
see.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's not my
admittedly,
story.
Admittedly,
That's
I
not
did
my
feel
story.
like, well, maybe I shouldn't back out now because of the timing.
Yeah,
But really, if I just keep going, when do I back out?
yeah. Well, that's not my story. I'm sticking to my story. You are a sexless chicken.
That's not a bad one. For next year off grid, let's try to remember that Sumerian September. I could get into that.
Sumerian September. Yeah, remind me. We'll write
I
some.
would have to do research.
Bro, that's just sword and sandals and sorcery and anything in there.
Yeah, Conan. Just think Conan, and you're good.
Conan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not
that's
specifically Conan. Make up your own Conan.
Well, yeah. But Conan is kind of the originator of the genre.
Yeah.
Other than, I mean, unless you want to go with classic Greek literature, maybe you could go that include that as part of its origin.
Yeah.
But that's
ooh,
for me. That's less fun because you can't just make anything up. You know what I mean? With sword and sorcery stuff, you can you just
well, that makes me feel like I do
you
have
can
something
you
I
can
can
make up
contribute for
literally
March.
anything and it works.
Yeah.
Feels like I might have a
Yeah,
challenge I can contribute for March.
there was a writing challenge that did that on X this year. I see. I don't do any of the Twitter or X or Instagram. The only reason I do Facebook is because a lot of my friends are there through Messenger, and every once in a while I go there and I'll see some stuff that's just stirring the pot. Especially right now. People are sending me spicy memes, so I got to pass them along. It is my duty as an American. So
Yeah. I went through and was cutting a lot of the people I was sub to on Twitter. Just
yeah,
I
I often think that some of these shows and some of the other stuff we do, I should get on Twitter, but um, I know it's one more thing to distract me because I go on there and I'd see some shit and I'd do some shit and I'd say some shit and then I'd be there all afternoon. I just don't have the time for that. Yeah, I've
um
seen a lot of funny stuff, and we're gonna have a bunch of that for a while, and then rubber will hit the road. And we'll see what really happens.
it's worth having those social media platforms for promotion later,
Yeah,
especially if you get
because we
around to
are on
writing.
Instagram, but I literally haven't gone there in a year.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I've made friends from all over the world on not just Instagram, but Facebook. And every time I go, um, a couple of these people in faraway countries claiming to be, Christians, etc., start wanting to talk, and I know, it's just a matter of time. Oh, can you help out our orphanage? And I'm just like, no,
No.
I,
Um,
I don't do that.
no, I mean, just posting like the show link and
Yeah, yeah. I
Right on.
it's probably I was talking at the beginning of the show when the new year rolls in. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to do differently, and that's probably going to be one of them. A lot of the that I'll take care of, to spice up the show and get a little bit more professional, but not too professional because I hate
Yeah.
I hate overproduced shows. It just it loses what I came here for real quick. I really like Double D's show, but every time I go there, um, I'm the only guy in chat. Uh, after a certain amount of time, and they just ignore everything but super chats, and I'm like, so why am I here? Oh, okay. Well, I said what I wanted to say. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Shadow.
yeah.
Next time a Christian organization says, "Hey, can you give us money?" Ask them, "Do I get my own Starvin' Marvin?"
That's really funny. Yeah. I usually actually say, "Oh my God, I was just going to ask you the same thing." Like when a homeless guy comes up to me, that's usually what I hit him with. It's like, "Dude, I was just going to ask you the same thing."
Oh, I did that. My phone company called me today at 5 o'clock my time, so 3 yours. Um, and it's like, would you like to upgrade your plan? And within a minute, I had them divert me over to billing to see why I was getting like this. I had this 1.15 text message charge, and I kept the guy on the phone for an hour. Don't try to sell me shit.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
I chased off
I
Mormons
understand it.
by doing
Yeah,
the same
that's
exact thing.
Yeah.
I made Normans stand around in the cold weather for 2 hours talking to me. It got to the point they literally said, "Okay, we got to get going. We have other people we got to talk to. Bye." And I've never seen them since.
yeah. I'm not sure what that means, Cal. No, the chats with itself and DD show mostly. Yeah. Um, well, I mean, I see other people's comments coming up, but like the most recent show, um, everybody had left the chat, it seemed. Okay. And I was the only one there. And there's like 20 of my chats, back to back in a big ass row. And he knows who I am. We've met before, but nobody brought one of them up. And I'm like, I even said, "Hey, is this thing on? Am I the only person in chat?" And after like 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do something else.
Yeah. I know on my show on the Fridays, I want to try and keep that first hour more structured.
Yeah. Yeah. After an hour,
Well, at least the first half hour. I think if we're actually talking about the stuff like smart like and shit, we'll probably get more work done
yeah.
in real life.
No, I understand that, Cal. It's just, you know, like if I'm chatting and I'm the only one in the chat, like which literally happened last time. I was the only one there, and after an hour, I get it. They may be getting chats from other places like Twitter or whatever. Cool, but I mean, there's two or three guys in the show. Someone's got to catch one, and I was on fire, and it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll just listen and do other stuff when the show comes on. Okay, maybe that
Yeah,
was what happened.
I sometimes feel like that on James's show, and then I'll occasionally pop out saying, "Hey, James, did you read any of my comments?" He's like, "Oh shit, you made comments?" Then he'll go read back and, "Oh shit, you're right, yeah," and he'll laugh, and it's like, either he's a really good actor or sometimes he can be blind about his own chat. I'm not saying that's what happened to you,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just
No,
saying
well,
that
you guys know me.
Jim Japes has a bad habit.
I'm
of
pretty
doing that.
anal about trying to keep up with everybody. If people are going to
Yeah.
come to a show and chat in the chat section, that's how I met you guys. That's how I met literally how I met Cal. Well, not exactly. Cal came to my show and said I should do this, and so I've been doing it, and um, that's how I met Bruce and those guys and Max Liao and everybody else and DM James was by being in the chat saying stuff, and then now that I'm doing the same thing, it just seems like it's the very least you can do. I can't imagine having a show like some of the people I watch where you can't even read the
Bye,
chat. It's
Raven.
so fast. Bye,
Yeah.
Raven.
Bye, Raven.
Bye, Raven.
We're oh, there she is. Okay, she's probably back. We are good. Welcome back, Raven. We are going to be ending in 20 minutes.
My internet keeps going in and out. I'm sorry.
In and out. In and out.
And nerdy, those lights are pretty cool.
Thank you.
I've got some back here that I can change color and have them do funky shit. But
I
I've
can
got
change
these
color
set.
too.
I've got a remote.
Better if you can make a pattern out of them somehow.
Yeah, I've got these sets so they're right above me and behind me, so that it helps with painting. It's more subtle than having a big freaking glaring, painter light.
You mean like this?
Well, yeah, that looks like you're being attacked by a giant man of war under the water in the ocean or something.
Well, I didn't want to put more
This
holes
right here
in
is
the
why I
walls,
don't
and
turn
there's
on my
already
camera.
3 nails
Yes,
up
you
there.
did, Cal.
So I just looped them over the nails.
Yeah, you can
And-
get stick-on clips for that.
Yeah, Cal, you and Grim were the first people who reached out to my show and said the same thing, and have been with us since like literally the very beginning. I don't know how you guys found us. When we only had like literally only family members as subscribers. For the first month we had like 12 subscribers. Doing our thing at the dinner table, and thanks to you and Grim, we met some of the coolest freaking people on the internet.
And Raven.
And Raven.
Here we go.
Raven's not cool, huh?
Raven's very cool.
Shh! Don't tell her that. She has big
I know
cat
her
problems.
head will get like this big, and she won't be able to like hold it up.
Feed her cats.
No. With Raven, it's hot air, so it's empty space and hot air, so she'll just float away.
No,
Empty space and hot air.
she will fall over, and her cats will.
Dude,
eat
she's
her.
gonna put a curse on you. Oh wait,
We all know what will happen. She will fall over, and her cats will eat her, and I will laugh. Specifically in that order.
Well, there's probably worse ways to go.
I can't think of one other than sharks. How
No.
sharks are gonna find me here in the high desert? I don't
Have
know.
you ever been bitten to death by spiders?
No, I'm
Oh.
still kicking. Thank you. But
Spiders.
they'd have to be big spiders, because little spiders,
Well, that's the thing with the shark, right? It gets you in like the neck area, you're dead. The cat starts eating you. It takes a bite, and then you're like, that fucking hurts, ow, for like a long time. But then it takes another bite, and then
Well,
another bite, and then another
Technically,
bite.
cats are basically piranha of the land, which is what piranha
Oh,
do.
no.
They'll take an olive-sized bite off of their
No.
prey,
No,
swallow it whole, and go for another.
no.
They're not that
No.
bad.
Cats nibble. Piranha will strip you to the bone in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, piranha will shred
Cats
you.
will- I
Well,
worked with a guy.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it sounds better if you call them the piranha of land.
yeah, and like,
I worked with a guy, and then all of a sudden he just quit showing up to work. He just up and freaking disappeared. And apparently what happened is he went home. He went home one night and sat down in his chair, watched TV, had a heart attack. Nobody knew it for 3 days, and the cats ate up to his elbow. The cats were eating him up to his elbow.
Oh yeah.
So those cats would have lived off of him for a long time.
Less
Well,
than one
until the
in a.
meat's,
I think
until the
it's.
meat's spoiled.
They would have kept eating it.
Let's see here. 1 in
Well, they're
100 cats will
starving.
actually be
I mean-
loyal to a human, but less than 1 in 100,000 will not eat their owner if they're hungry or starving at the very least.
No.
Well, yeah, Raven, I get it. They were starving. It's like,
Yeah.
look at the Donner Party.
Were they starving? I mean, really?
They probably had food still in their dish.
Yeah.
Well, probably had food in the dish, but you could see the center of it. So
Yeah, so that counts as
that
being
doesn't
empty.
count. Yeah.
If they can see
But
the
no.
bottom, they freak.
But the point was a piranha would have stripped it to the stripped the whole body down to the bones, nothing left but the skeleton in a matter of minutes. Where a cat
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
take
Well,
days.
Well, ultimately with this, that is not a myth, but that actually depends on the amount of piranha. Piranhas will
Well,
stop
yeah, there's
eating
like
after they're
three.
full.
If there's 3 piranha, sure. But I know of a situation in the Amazon where a cow got into the river.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
the
most
cow was
piranha
gone.
have so much piranhas. So most rivers have so many piranha that, at least in the right areas of the aggressive species, because there's a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of herbivorous piranha. In the more aggressive red bellies, there's usually enough there to strip any animal to the bone in a matter of minutes. But if there's not that many piranha, then no, they don't actually strip an entire body.
Yeah, they're moving to school.
What I don't get is how they can enjoy it without cooking it.
Did you
No
know
worries.
that piranha teeth are so sharp that ancient South American weavers used to use their jaws as scissors?
I can believe that.
While the fish is still squiggling in their hand, and they're like,
You would know, Shadow. You were there.
yeah, that's why I said it.
You probably showed them how after getting bitten by one.
Yeah. I didn't
Hey,
tell them.
this
my
is
finger
good
was
for
gonna go
cutting
back.
appliance.
Yeah, well, the trick is you gotta attach a couple of sticks to them so that you can just
Sticks.
Yeah, YouTube is a weird phenomenon, and guys,
I would concur with that.
you can get the entire gamut of the human experience, from the worst and lowest of the low to the coolest of the cool.
Definitely.
God.
Yeah.
And right now there are some. Oh dear God, there are some people just.
I know there are
losing
some
their
people that
shit.
just seriously need a reality check. Oh,
On any topic though. I mean,
Raven,
literally,
buy a mirror.
Pardon?
Buy a mirror. Raven, buy a mirror.
I have a mirror.
Bigfoot is not
If
real.
Raven looks in a mirror, she won't see herself.
I'm not a vampire.
Raven is not a vampire. She believes in vampires, though.
Actually, a vampire would see itself in the mirror.
Yeah, I know. Modern mirrors aren't silver.
Yeah, they have to be silverback.
You
So
don't
that's how
know
you
that.
get away with it. Ah, I'm on to you now.
You
Yeah.
don't know that.
Yeah.
No, actually, the myth specifically says silver mirrors.
That's
Yeah.
because back then there were only silver mirrors.
Yeah. True.
So you don't know
There's
that.
actually different types of vampires.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'd have to say the Japanese vampires are the scariest.
I don't remember if I had. That is like
I
gonna
don't
deep
know.
dive
Man.
into this a couple
I'm gonna
years
go
back.
with the Hollywood vampires are the scariest.
Oh no!
No, there
Here's the
really
thing about
are.
Japanese vampires. When they
I'm
get a
not-
taste for any blood, or and they start tracking you, You could go to the other end. Here's the thing: anything undead and from Japan is scary as fuck. You could go to the other side of the planet; it will hunt you down. You
Yeah.
better hope to God you die of old age before it finds you.
Oh gosh, there was a video of a guy getting into a cab, and this silhouette, kind of a ghostly figure of a
That does
woman
not sound fun at all.
was right next to him and got in the cab with him.
Hey,
And
what's
they
up?
kept, it was from a security camera, And I don't know, it could have been CGI, but man, this was like years ago though. I don't know how long CGI's been around, but this was really convincing. And it had long white gown, like a funeral gown or something like that, and really long black straight hair, and the head was down. You couldn't see any facial features, but you got the idea it was a woman. And it followed him into the cab, and it was just creepy. Just the way it moved
Well,
was so unnerving. It was so unnatural, and it was just
Well, here's-
so weird. Oh, it was
well,
weird.
here's
It
the
was
thing about
creepy.
CGI. Almost Janet. Sorry,
Hmm?
Raven.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with CGI.
I can hardly hear you.
The-
Can you
the
speak up a
better-
little bit?
The better your camera is, the easier it is to see CGI. If this is an older video, it's way easier to put a CGI into it. Not saying you're wrong, because I will claim to this day I seen a ghost sitting in my grandmother's field. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's a lot easier to fake it with bad cameras.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
anymore,
not
you
hard to fake it
never
with new
know.
ones either.
Oh
Yeah.
no, but if you got the right, usually it's easier to see with more modern cameras. Usually.
I don't know what I missed, Cal. Human centric. Check my privilege. I'm very privileged, but I don't know which privilege I was abusing. Please let me know so I can do it more.
Let me check my privilege.
Yeah,
it's still there.
Grizzlies are just.
Sounds like woo woo
Hey,
to
what's up,
me.
Eldred? Welcome to the show. Right before we end the show, we were literally just talking about you about an hour ago, Eldred. You got to come in earlier, man. 30 days of night, because we're literally ending the show in 9 minutes. We've been
I've
doing
never
this
actually
you
seen
too,
a crypt-
RPG and Exile. Everybody's showing up right as we're getting ready
Yeah,
to
right at
shut her
the end.
down.
Eldred,
Yes.
I have never seen a cryptid, but I will say this. There was an area that had 4 trees in a perfect square and and completely shaded out from the sun. One day, literally the next day, those trees were gone and that area was no longer shaded.
Hmm.
And RPG Gen Exile, we will be doing another Iceberg show next week if Bear is available. Otherwise, it'll be the following week. He was up at Claricon, and we had some stuff here that put us off schedule, but we will be bringing that show back later in November. Oh, my take on the piranha. Okay. Oh, we just said that you always come in right as we're ending the show, kind of like Raven and a few other people. They've got this impeccable timing that they get here right as we're ending the show, and that sucks because you're a good dude, and next time you gotta like come on so you can come on because you're always fun to hang out with, and any friend of Bubba's is a friend of ours. Yeah. Oh, and it was nothing good.
Yeah,
No, I'm teasing.
we decided that you eat monkey balls or something. I don't know. Think of something bad. That's the best I got right now.
Chilled a monkey brains.
That's
Monkey
pretty
balls.
creepy. Eldred, he saw a cryptid, tan with a tail. Thought it was a cougar. It turned out to have a pink human primate face and pink hands with fingernails.
Hey,
Stop using the ayahuasca.
Hey, they are quite confident they are primates in North America. They just can't prove it.
Have you ever been downtown? Just saying.
Yeah, like I said, they can't prove it.
Oh, they can prove it. They just don't want to. Monkey balls are good. Don't judge you. Okay.
Hey, there is. Well, I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but there's actually, I think it's a pastry dish called monkey balls.
No, he's out there in the creek with his shitting in the public waterway. So he probably
No,
eats
no
the
problem,
actual
Cal.
monkey balls.
No problem. You take care. Give the wife a hug for us. And what do we do
Well,
with this
16
week?
hadn't done drugs yet. I love that.
Oh,
I don't
be
believe you.
back Saturday night.
Well, I'm convinced I saw a chupacabra.
You sure it wasn't an in-law?
I'm sure. I was the only person out there.
Were you doing ayahuasca?
No, I was working. I was working night shift at a rock quarry.
Down in the bayou, huh?
And I left the building to go out to my car to get something. And on my way back, I saw a silhouette. The silhouette looked like a dog, except for the ears, which were about that long and pointed at the top. And
So it was
the
ayahuasca.
the eyes were like glowing yellow, and
That's
it
exactly
was just
what I saw.
staring at me. And I stared at it for a second, and I said, "Look, I'm going to go into that building. I'm going to leave you alone, and then you're going to go away. You're going to leave me alone. I leave you alone. You leave me alone. We go on happy about our way." And then I went into the building. And then about 45 minutes, I had to go out again, and I didn't see it. Never. I worked there for a couple more months and never saw anything remotely like that again. So
So the
Well, here's
question
the
I
thing,
have
the
for you,
chupacabra. Sorry.
the question I have for you is, what color was the frog before you licked it?
there was no frog. Did not.
No.
I was not.
How tall was it?
It looked to be about 3 feet tall. It was a quadruped.
Was it ever on 2 legs and then go down on 4?
No. It was just sitting there. It was just sitting there. It didn't really move or get up or do anything. It just sitting there staring at me.
I saw a dog man. Dog man, chupacabra, both dog.
Nope, your internet is doing weird stuff.
I had a bear fart in my face once.
But yeah, it's like
And that's how he got his new nickname, folks, just in case you were wondering.
and
Fart boy.
No, TMI.
No, this is actually a pretty funny story. I was
A
a
bear
kid.
farted in his face, and he liked it.
Ugh.
well, I hear that's a common thing to happen in San Francisco.
I was on my grandparents' property as a kid. I was out in the woods. Now, I couldn't tell you how big the tree actually was because I was a kid, but it felt like I was, because I heard a sound around a tree, so it felt like I took like 5 minutes to circle a tree. As I circle the tree, I see this big fuzzy thing in my face, and then and this horrific smell. I dropped the ground. Oh man! Ah! The bear takes off. I swear to God, I could hear it laughing as it's running away.
Of course, that's what it came there for.
It was laughing and going, "There's the picnic basket, the boo boo."
Eldrad, that sounds weird. It sounds like you were visited by one of the wise men. Was it Christmas time? Just saying. And your best friend saw a serpent dog. Again, I'm going to have to ask, was he on ayahuasca? Because, beat Justin to the punch there.
Them's the rules.
I've seen ghostly type things, but I don't believe in ghosts. I only believe in, hallucinations and demonic entities. I don't believe in them as in I worship them. I just know they're there. And fig butt. Gonna have to remember that one. That one's really good. Fig butt.
Yeah, I will tell people what I saw, exactly what I saw, the way I remember seeing it, everything that went down. And if you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, you don't. I'm not here to convince you of anything. It's just,
I'm here to convince you you were hallucinating.
you know what? It's a very real possibility.
And I will convince you that it wasn't a possibility, but a fact.
Go ahead and try.
Or there will be white phosphorus. Because them's the rules.
Sam Squatch, a primate with a big ass. All right, folks, I'm going to call it. I got to do some stuff. I got to get some writing done. And I barely had dinner, so I don't want to eat on camera because that's rude.
I eat on camera all the time.
I know. But it's not like a close up like Russell Brand does. He'll be like the camera's like right here and he's eating a freaking sandwich. I'm like, dude, you're a multi motherfucking millionaire. Go eat on your time, not our time. You know?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
The two main things that keeps me from complaining about Justin eating on camera, he does it quietly and he doesn't talk with his mouth.
Oh
I can
God,
change that if you want.
I hate that. Yeah, folks, don't talk with your mouth full because I will not remember CPR or the Heimlich maneuver when that time comes because I'll be too seeing red from you being a dumbass and talking with food in your mouth. That's how people choke, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Off Grid, Eldrad. Good. We can tell you eat, Justin. It was good seeing all you guys. I will see most of you tomorrow morning on that guy's show.
This guy's show.
That guy's show
Show.
tomorrow
That guy's
morning
show?
at 10 a.m. Avocado time. I don't know what it is for the rest of you guys.
Well, 1 o'clock.
You
1
could be.
o'clock.
God knows where you are.
Real time.
But thanks everybody for sticking around and playing along and keeping this nice and fun. You know, a lot of people are tempted to talk about stuff right now, and I'm like, nah.
Nah.
Besides Jackie will pop in and he'll do it for me, right? So you guys take care. Love you guys. Happy
Party
trading.
on.
See
See you later.
everybody.
Yeah.